fucking yuck. Oof. She's bitching about the food at Chuck E. Cheese. That's like going to a whorehouse and complaining about the decor. You can find me on Etsy. I'd rather find you dead in a ditch. Horrific. What the fuck do you need to say that for? Hashtag ish. I'm your classic girl next door. If she lived next door to me, I'd fucking move. Teamwork makes the dream work. No, it doesn't. It takes exactly 1 second to get out of your mouth. You're not saving any time. You're not in a rush. Motherfucker. Bro, you good? Ugh. I don't like it. At all. Welcome to the Jim Florentine Everybody is Awful podcast. It's Monday, February 28th, 2022. I'm no longer on Barstool Sports on their platform. So I'll be doing this. You'll still get the podcast wherever the fuck you're listening to this now. There'll be a free one every Monday. If you want a second one, I was doing two on Barstool for a couple of years. I used to just do one a week. Then I started to up it to two. So now one will be free on Monday. And if you want a second one on Thursday, join my Patreon, patreon.com/Jim Florentine. For as little as $5 a month, you'll get 3 extra podcasts a week. You'll get one on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. For as little as $5 a month, there's also a video option, whatever. You just go there, you can fucking figure out whatever you want to do. But you will still get one a week for free. So that's what I originally did for the first 9 years before I started with Barstool. So it's just back to the original way. When I signed with them, it was like, okay, let's do 2 a week instead of 1. I'm like, all right, we'll do 2. We'll release them like a Monday and a Thursday. Perfect. I had a 2-year contract with Barstool. They were a fucking great company to work for. Contract was up, and that was it. I got nothing bad to say about the company. It was fucking great working for them. Everyone there is awesome. Dave Portnoy's a fucking animal. The guy just fights back. He's fighting with people constantly. People are coming after him left and right. He's fighting back. I love that about him. They let you do whatever they want. They never censored a podcast, edited a podcast, said you can't say that. None of that. Phenomenal company to work for. It's time to move on. No big deal. It's all good. No hard feelings. They got no hard feelings. We're all good. Just, whatever. That's fucking life. The podcast isn't going to change, just like you guys were worried when I signed with Barstool 2 years ago. Oh, my God, is it going to change? What's going to happen now? Nothing. It's still the same angry man ranting about the same shit 2 years later. So nothing, absolutely zero is going to change. So it's all good. It's just you're going to get 1 free instead of 2. And if you want to support, which would be good, I kind of want to get out of my own anyway. Build up. You see all the other comics building up their own fucking fan base through their podcasts and Patreon and all that bullshit. So let's see what happens. But either way, it's the same podcast. But if you want, patreon.com/Jim Florentine, you'll find all the information there. I already got a whole bunch of podcasts. Like if you sign up now, there's probably like 12 podcasts you haven't even heard yet. And then I'm digging up old podcasts. I'm finding them. We're posting them and all that shit. So, everything's good. And also, I think it's going to be live. It's going to be on YouTube, too. So if you go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jim Florentine Comedy, the audio version will be up there every Monday, too. So if for some reason you'd rather listen on YouTube, it's going to be there, too. So either way, it's out there. Everybody can fucking find whatever they got to find. Look, everything, every streaming service costs now. I just joined Hulu. I did a whole rant on Hulu, I want to see that Pam and Tommy Lee thing. You sign up for that, then you cancel it, whatever. A lot of shit on there. Netflix is just, get another email. Every month, Netflix is raised. Yeah, now it's $15.50 a month. I think when I started, 10 years ago, it was $7.99 a month. Now it's twice as much. But once in a while, they have some good shit on there. I just went through the first 3 seasons of Narcos. Fucking phenomenal. I know there's 6 seasons. I can't find 4, 5, and 6 for some reason. I hear 4 is unbelievable. 5's great. Joey Diaz fills me in on that. Joey's my neighbor, comic. He's a fucking great guy. And he's telling me up to season 5. He says season 6 stinks. So I'll be watching 4 and 5. But I got it. So Netflix, every once in a while, there's a Boeing documentary that I'm watching now about the 2 plane crash a couple years ago with the new planes. I'm always fascinated by that. Just watched that. I watched that Tinder swindler guy who just fucked over all these women. So, once in a while I got some good shit on this. So I'll just keep that. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. But anyway. That's the story. But go to comedymetalmidgets@gmail.com. That Barstool email won't be good anymore. So go to comedymetalmidgets@gmail.com and send anything you see out there that might be good for the podcast. Send them to that email address. That was the original one anyway. From back in the day that I started, in 2011. 11 years this motherfucking podcast is going. It's beautiful. I missed 1 month like 7 years ago. And that's it. I'm a fucking animal. I got a mild version of coronavirus a few weeks back. Fucking plowed right through it. No big deal. Still did 2 podcasts a week. Didn't feel bad at all. But whatever. I missed a fucking Monster Rock cruise. I go on this heavy metal cruise. I tested positive right before I couldn't go on the fucking boat. Anyway, let's move on. March 5th, I'll be at Soul Joe's Comedy Club, Jeffersonville, Pennsylvania. March 10th through the 12th, I'll be at the Mohegan Sun Casino in Connecticut. I'll be back in Baltimore on March 18th at the FPX Theater in Baltimore, Maryland. The next night, March 19th, I will be at the Oceans Down Casino in Ocean City, Maryland. March 25th, 26th, Comedy Works, Saratoga Springs, New York. April 8th and 9th, I'll be in Nashville, Tennessee, a place called Wind Down. It's like a rock, comedy, music venue. I'll be there with Don Jameson. And May 20th and 21st, I'll be at the Bright Box Theater in Winchester, Virginia. All dates are up on my website, jimflorentine.com. All right. Here's a dumb joke. This awful joke was shared by an adult woman in her 40s. I always like to know the age, so if you guys send in an email, please put in the age, because that really makes a difference. If it's a 21-year-old kid and he's making a stupid joke, trying to get a little attention, I'll give him a pass. But when you're a woman in your 40s and you're posting something like this, I just fired myself from cleaning my house. I don't like my attitude, and I got caught drinking on the job. And then she put on top, true story. Is that really true? Who caught you drinking on the job? Yourself? Because you said you fired yourself. And that's a true story? She's in her mid-40s, and this is what she's posting, that she got fired from cleaning her house. She didn't like her attitude, and she got caught drinking on the job. You did? What are we supposed to do? We're supposed to laugh at that? We're supposed to go, oh my God, OMG, hilarious, 47 smiley faces. What the fuck are we supposed to do with that? So you probably started cleaning your house, and then after a while, you go, I'm good for today. I did an hour. I'm going to drink some wine now. That's what probably happened. You're like, I'll finish it another time. I like to do that. I do it in shifts. I'll do an hour or two. I'll do an hour a day. I don't want to spend all day on it. So I'll put a fucking solid hour in. So that's what probably happened. And then, I just feel like having a glass of wine. And you go, I got to come up with something really funny. My friends think I'm funny. You sure they're not fake laughing when you're coming up with these jokes? If you hear some shit in the background, some ducks or whatever, I'm recording this outside. So there might be some little noise in the background. I hear it. But whatever. Who gives a fuck? That's a woman in her 40s. She's just trying to be funny. Just leave her alone. Here's another woman in her 40s. Don sent this in. She's referencing the recent temperature fluctuations this past week. So She's probably around New Jersey area. I know Don. I met him at one of my shows. The guy's a fucking animal. He sends in so much shit to the podcast. It's great. It was good to finally meet him. We talked for a little bit, but he lives in Jersey, so I'm sure this woman's in Jersey. We had I think it was a Tuesday or Wednesday, it was like 68 degrees, and the next day it was 34. And the day before that, it was like 38. So it went 38, 68, 34. So this woman in her 40s goes, I'm ready for the week. I got my umbrella, my flip-flops, turtleneck, my suntan lotion, my fur coat, my shades, my thermals, my tank top, and my Vicks. Yick. You know what rhymes with Vicks? Yick. And then she writes on the bottom, the weather is wild. Is it that wild? Is it? Because it's not supposed to be 68 in February, up in the Northeast. You always have like 3 or 4 days every winter where it's like, 61 in January, 71 in fucking February 4th for some reason, then it goes back down. That weather's been like that forever, okay? I don't remember it raining in New Jersey. Maybe it did, so she said she's got her umbrella. Of flip-flops. What are you going to do with the flip-flops? It was 68 degrees. Where the fuck are you wearing flip-flops? You're going to go to the beach at 68 degrees? That one day? Her turtleneck. Her suntan lotion. So you're going to go lay out in the sun. 68 degrees? You sure about that? So you're going to make it a beach day. Is that what you're going to do? I'm sure there was more people than ever walking on the beach that day because it was nice out. I don't see anyone fucking laying out in a fucking bikini, wearing flip-flops, putting suntan lotion on. She had her fur coat ready, her shades, because it's sunny, so you got to wear, sunglasses. I guess that's how it works. Because there's a lot of times where that fucking sun is really strong. I mean, you could probably just put the visor down in your car and block out the sun. But, I know, you got to put those sunglasses on so you can take a picture of yourself behind the wheel and send it to everybody. I'm on my way to the beach. What about you? Yick. She's also going to have a tank top ready. Wait, so you're ready for the week, you're saying? You go, I got my umbrella, my flip-flops, turtleneck, suntan lotion, fur coat, shades, thermals, tank top, and my Vicks. Okay, so basically you have all that shit in your house. So whatever you have to reach for, you just reach for. Like if you want to just wear a T-shirt to the gym and it's fucking wintertime, you just go in your T-shirt drawer and you pick out the T-shirt. If it's raining, you go in the closet, you pick out an umbrella because you got to walk outside. So it's all the shit in the house. How are you ready? It's already there. Yeah, okay, it's a nice day. I guess I don't need to fucking wear a jacket. I could just wear, a short sleeve shirt out today. How'd you get ready for the week? Did you get it all lined up on Sunday night, ready for the week? This weather is wild. It's not that wild. It really isn't. It rained on Monday, probably 42 degrees. The next day was 38. The next day was 68. And then the next day was 35. That's not that wild. It really isn't. There was one day in there that was warm. The rest of it, that's pretty much the temperature of what it's going to be at that time of the year. It's crazy weather. Awful Dating Sites is this week's podcast. There was an article written about these dating sites and what's going on and how to really match with somebody and how to get what you need out of being on there. And there's some relationship expert. There's some article, this woman's Relationship guru. Yeesh. Imagine meeting her. Yeah, what do you do for a living? I'm a relationship guru. Yeah? Then why can't you even look at your husband in the eye when we're out to dinner? Why are you sighing every time he fucking makes a joke or starts to tell a story? Huh? Doesn't seem like you got your relationship fixed, but you're a fucking guru. You can help everybody else, but not your relationship. Can't figure that one out, huh? But I'm going to take advice from you. So basically, she's telling women what they need to do on these dating sites to attract the right man. And her advice is make your first photo your best shot. Yeah, no shit. No shit. Everybody's been doing that since day one. They put the best picture that they've ever had in their life. And they put that as their first picture. And then when you get to the third or fourth one, you see what they really look like. They start off as a 9 on a scale of 1 to 10. By the fourth picture, they're a 5. And that's what they really are on a scale of 1 to 10. We already know that. She's like, while women tend to look at several photos before choosing to swipe left or right, men often only glance at the first image before swiping left or right. Then when they get the matches, they look over at the other photos. So it's crucial to make your first image a very good one with broad appeal. Yeah, because women don't do that. Women don't just look at the first photo, see a guy's ugly, and go, let me check photo 2, 3, and 4. Because if this is their best photo, and this is their first one, you know what? The fourth photo might have more character to it. They do the same fucking exact thing. She also says, avoid having a picture with alcohol in it, as some might find that alienating. It's a personal decision. I wouldn't use it as in your opening picture. Yeah, I wouldn't use wearing a fucking face mask, wearing a mask in your first picture either, which I get sent them constantly on a daily basis. The first girl's first profile picture is her in a mask. Oh, great. That's wonderful. You wear a fucking mask. You obey the law. Whatever fucking, restriction you have in your town or your city you live in. Wow. You're wonderful. You're doing everything right. You're trying to save humanity with your fucking mask on. Aren't you wonderful? Because nobody else wears a mask where they have to. Just you. Just fucking you. No guy cares if you have a fucking glass of wine in your picture, or you're having a beer, or you're out with cocktails with your girlfriends and a picture of that. A guy's going to think, that chick's probably fun, she likes to drink. That's what he's going to think. No one's going to get turned off by that unless he's in AA and he doesn't want to date anyone that drinks. Other than that, when guys are, all right, cool, this chick drinks. She's probably going to be fun with a few fucking drinks in her. That's what they're thinking. Why am I not the relationship guru? She suggests that you use a picture women in a colorful backdrops are also a great way to make your profile more appealing. If you see a bright mural or poster, stand in front of it. Ask someone to take a photo of you. This way it doesn't look staged and it looks like, hey, you were walking with a friend in the West Village. Cool. You think a guy gives a fuck, hey, this chick's hot, but I don't like the floral patterns in the background. Blonde hair, blue eyes, that's my fucking, oh man, is she fucking hot. Got great smile, great teeth, but look at that background. Fucking brick. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see what a second picture looks like. Let's hope the background. And she's wearing, a black T-shirt, tight T-shirt. She should really lighten it up a little. I need to see a little more colors. It is summertime. Don't you bring out the bright colors? Why is she wearing black in fucking June? No man, and I mean no man, thinks like that. And if you are a man thinking like that, you're interested in another man. Her next advice is be straight about your photos. If you have a hiking photo, include it, but only if you actually enjoy hiking. Well, yeah. My friend Chad was showing me this girl. He's like, look at this girl I just matched with the other day. She was holding a fish on a hook. You think that girl likes to go fishing that much? Or is she going, hey, just want to let these guys know I'm the cool chick. I like to go fishing. Now, this one I agree with. She goes, avoid cliches. She goes, some of these places, they like you to sell yourselves. For example, in this woman's profile that she's trying to help, together we could, and she has to fill in the blank, and she writes, try the best pizza. She goes, but this relationship guru, yick, deemed this to be super boring. If you check out women's profiles, 1 in 5 say the same exact thing. I've been saying that for fucking 9 years now. The next one, it says, paint a picture of your life. For example, to describe how you spend your Sundays, weave in your interests and hobbies in bullet points. Yick. You don't have to write full sentences. It could be long walk, brutal, yoga, horrific, brunch with friends, horrible, and wordly, horrendous. That sounds like a fucking shitty Sunday. You want to hang out with a woman that plays some fucking trendy game on her phone? Go on a long walk with her, yoga, and then go to brunch? So you're going to work out with yoga, burn a bunch of calories, maybe it's that fucking hot yoga shit, whatever. And then you're going to go to brunch and drink a bunch of alcohol and overeat and have a dessert, you know? That's good. That's really good. That makes a lot of sense. Will you split if I get dessert? I can't eat it all. Yeah, right. Can we get 2 forks? And then she says, where is this? You know, find out what kind of humor the person has. Like if the guy says he finds 2.5 Men funny, that might be the same. That might be the right person for you. If you like nuanced humor, like Arrested Development. Okay, so basically she's saying you're a fucking idiot if you like 2.5 Men, but you got, you know, you're smart. And you get smart jokes if you watch Arrested Development, which I've never watched 1 second, never saw 2.5 Men. I might have saw 10 minutes of 2.5 Men once. I know Charlie Sheen used to have a fucking bowling shirt on, one of those goofy shirts on all the time. He was a single guy banging a lot of chicks. I just can't take the laugh track. Never watched it, never cared. But yeah, this woman, she knows her shit. All right. This next profile, this woman goes, I'm hoping you like riding horses in Montana. I don't. Hikes in Bar Harbor. I don't. Gigs and festivals in Franklin. Probably not. Cocktails in Charleston. Why the fuck do I have to go to Charleston, South Carolina to have a drink? Why can't I just have one in New York City or whatever the fuck town we're in? We got to take a flight to Charleston, South Carolina to have a cocktail? Is that going to taste any different than if we had one in Denver? That's what I want to do. Hey, what are you doing this weekend? Yeah, me and my girl, we're taking a short weekend trip. We're going to Charleston. Oh, really? What, does she have friends there? You got friends there? Nah, we're going there to drink cocktails. Because they make them really good in Charleston. You know, so we're going to have to take a connecting flight. We're going to have to fly into Atlanta first and then take another flight over to Charleston. But it'll be worth it. So we got to take a connecting flight back. So there's 4 airplanes we got to get on to go have those cocktails in Charleston, South Carolina. You know, hey, why not, right? I mean, Sure, they must have unbelievable cocktails. She also writes, I'm hoping you like New York City pre-de Blasio. That's the old fucking mayor. And everything about Italy. In other words, this chick wants to travel. She wants to do shit every weekend. She wants to ride horses in Montana. Because you watch Yellowstone. Is that why? Did you get the fucking big pickup truck too? Right? So yeah, you think, hey, let's go to Montana. Does it really matter when you're on a horse? When you're sitting atop a horse, riding a horse, what fucking state you're in? You can't just go down the road. There's a fucking farm down the road with horses you can go ride. Now, let's get on 3 planes to go to fucking Montana and then drive another hour from the airport to go ride a fucking horse. Yeah, that sounds fun. I'm in. You know, I would be in. I would love to do that, but I'm too busy fucking drinking cocktails in Charleston, South Carolina, because they're really good. I don't know how they are in Montana. You know, if we go horseback riding in Montana, they probably don't make a good cocktail. It's a small town, a lot of, there's a lot of fucking, it's not really a hip fucking state. Probably have to go to like a local tavern to fucking have some drinks. They're probably not even going to know. Hey, you come up with your fucking trendy cocktail. Imagine telling that to a bartender in the middle of Montana off some fucking small road, some tavern. You pull in, gravel parking lot. Yeah, can I have that? Can I have a New York City fucking Amsterdam Beyonce cocktail? Like, the fuck is that? You don't know what's in that? Are you serious? And you're a bartender and you're like, hey, we're in a fucking, look at this. There's all locals here. They're already looking at us. They know we're from out of town. Could you shut the fuck up? No, it's just, I just don't understand. Like, if he's a bartender, he should know how to make it. But what's in that? I don't know. Vodka, I don't know. The guy made it in Charleston. It was amazing. We ain't in Charleston, honey. All right? You're in fucking Montana. Have a Budweiser in a can and shut your fucking hole. How about that? This woman does. She likes to go. She wants to go to Montana, hike in Bar Harbor, wherever the fuck that is. Go to Franklin. I guess that's outside of Nashville, Tennessee. Franklin, Tennessee. They got a bunch of festivals there. She wants to go to Charleston, South Carolina to have fucking drinks. Go to New York City, and then also go to Italy. Does this woman ever rest? What did she do before she came up with this dating problem? Did she ever leave her house? Now this next woman goes, believe it or not, I get totally turned off if a man curses or uses profanity, especially when we're just getting to know each other. Well, fuck off then. You're a fucking grown woman and you care if a guy curses? If you're a nun and you're around a nun or someone's grandmother, then you hold the cursing in. So if I accidentally, hit somebody in the back driving, I wasn't paying attention, I tap them, hit them like 10 miles, I can't say shit or fuck. I got to go darn if we're on a first date. That's going to turn you off. I wonder if she would like this podcast, with the profanity. I think she would. I think she would come around. Now, this woman, they like to, brag about the adventures in their life, like the most spontaneous thing I've ever done, and then you have to fill in the blank. This woman, now this one's fucking crazy. I rented a car with my girlfriends after our flight was canceled. We drove 12 hours to Nashville so we wouldn't miss my birthday weekend. That's pretty spontaneous. That's pretty crazy. So you drove 12 hours. So let's see, you're probably around, I don't know, let's say you're coming from like D.C., Washington, D.C., or Virginia, Richmond, Virginia. That's about 12 hours to Nashville. So your flight gets canceled. You go, hey, let's rent a car. There's 4 girls. Let's rent an SUV. It's 12 hours. We'll take turns driving. You know, it's 3 in the afternoon. We get the car now. We're there at 3 in the morning. And we got 4 people, you know, if someone gets tired driving, and we'll be in Nashville in 12 hours. Nah, that's too spontaneous. I can't do that. That's too crazy. That's too crazy because you book some shit airline, so they don't even guarantee you can get a flight on tomorrow on that same flight to Nashville. So now you're stuck. Oh, we'll just rent a car and drive it. Whoa, you're really spontaneous. I don't know if I could keep up with you. You keep changing plans. The same woman says, I'm hoping you will, and then she fills in the blank, might go kayaking with me. No. I don't want to go kayaking with you. I don't think 9 out of 10 men don't want to go kayaking with you. The one guy that does will do it just to fucking do it. Yeah, sure. Well, yeah, why not? We'll do that. He never wanted to do it. He hasn't done it before in his whole life. He's 32 years old. He finally meets you. You ever go kayaking? Nah, I never did it. Nah. Oh, really? Oh, I love kayaking. Yeah, I always wanted to try it. Yeah, we should go sometime. Yeah, all right. Yeah, absolutely, man. Always willing to try things. My friend loves it. My neighbor goes all the time. They bought their own kayaks. They got fucking special paddles. They go once a month. Yeah, All right, so you would go? Yeah, why not? He's on a second or third date. He's feeling some vibes from this girl. He's like, maybe tonight it's going to go down. I just told her I'll go kayaking. She's got to grab my dick, right? Hey. If that's what you want out of a guy to go kayaking, you really should have you really should have a little more substance to yourself. You really should. You don't want anything else out of him. You just want him to go paddle down a lake or a river, right? That's it? Oh my God, this is awesome. This next woman, I told you, man, they did nothing but traveling. She's 30. Oh, no, I think she's like 44. I can't really see. About me. Okay, here we go. Bragging. I'm a frequent flyer. Yuck. I'm a semi-unprofessional golfer. Ha ha. Who would laugh at that? I'm a semi-unprofessional golfer. Who the fuck would laugh? Or go, oh, shit. Like if she didn't put a ha-ha there, would anyone reading that going, you know what, she should at least put a fucking smiley face there. Or some kind of ha-ha, because that's a good joke. That she's a semi-unprofessional golfer, so she's not really that good at golf is what she's saying. But she golfs. She could have just put, I like to golf, but I'm not that good at it. That would have been, she could have just done that. But let me try to show off my sense of humor by saying I'm a semi-unprofessional golfer. Ha, ha. Now here's where she brags. By day, I run a company. But when the laptop powers down, the suit comes off, and it's time for some fun. Whether we are hiking in the mountains, catching a live concert, or stepping off the plane in Hawaii, do you want to join me? No. No, I don't want to fucking step off a plane in Hawaii. I'd rather step in horse shit and stand in it for an hour. I don't want to take 2 flights to Hawaii. So she's saying, hey, I work really hard. I run a company. But when that laptop powers down, the suit comes off, and it's time for some fun. And for her, fun is hiking in the mountains Doesn't sound like fun to me. Catching a live concert, all right, I'll go with that, even though it's like, all right, we'll go to a show. Go see live music. I'm not sure, you know. I guess you consider that fun. Or stepping off the plane in Hawaii. Do you want to join me? Are you paying? Because you're a frequent flyer, so you got frequent flyer miles. You could book your miles, so I don't have to. So, you know, use your miles to book my flight to Hawaii, because that's probably going to be like $850. You run a company, you know. So I'll join you if you pay. Look, this woman's crazy. She wants to let you know when she powers down that computer and takes that suit off, it's time for some fun. And this is what she considers fun. Hiking in the mountains. That sounds awful. That sounds like I'm going to get bit by mosquitoes. I'm going to get a little muddy. I'm going to be tired. I'm going to be achy. I'm going to be hungry. I'm going to be thirsty. I'm going to be worried that I might get lost. Might get fucking eaten by a bear. The same woman says, I'll know I found the one when our first date leads to a conversation we both get lost in. Oh, so just a first date. So yeah, if you have a good conversation on the first date, you know this guy's the one. So you're going to marry him? You know? Like, let's say you guys both bond over the TV show Yellowstone. Like, you watch Yellowstone? Oh, my God, it's my favorite show. Me too. What was your favorite season? Well, I like season 2. No, season 1. And then you talk about it for like an hour and a half. All the characters. Oh, my God, Rip and Beth and Zheesh. And then all of a sudden you look at, oh, my God, they're closing. We talked about this for 2 straight hours. It was amazing. And what do you think is going to happen in the next season when they come back? Is the family going to take over? Are they going to lose the fucking, you know, their land? What the hell's going to happen? Oh, my God. She gets home. She calls all her girlfriends. I found the one. What do you mean? Oh, my God, we got lost in a conversation. We didn't even know they were cleaning up around us. We had the bill, we didn't even pay it, and we were like the last ones left in the restaurant. And it looked like everyone was just waiting for us. They would just pretend they were cleaning around us. Because we were talking about Yellowstone, how much we like it in our favorite episodes. I want to marry this guy. It was amazing. We got lost in a conversation. Okay, so you bonded over some TV show. Okay? Yeah, great. And you talked about it for an hour and a half. Or, you know, if you go on a date and you're both divorced and you just start bitching about your exes and you tell your story, what a nightmare he was, and then you tell what a nightmare she was, and you bond over that. Okay. That means that she's the one or he's the one. So what happens on the second date if we bring up Yellowstone again? Hey, remember we talked about Yellowstone a few days ago on our first date? Yeah. Well, what do you think about season 2? Yeah. Didn't we already talk about this for like 2 hours? Yeah, I know, but it was like, I know we got lost in that conversation, but what do you think's going to happen again when the new season? Yeah, I don't, you know, we're going to talk about this whole thing again? We just fucking spent 2 hours on it. Can we talk about something else? You think 2 months in, they're still dating? Remember that first night we talked about that TV show? Yeah. Oh, my God. We talked for like we didn't even know, remember? Yeah, I remember. Yeah. And now what? Well, we're just staring at each other. What do you want to watch? I don't know. What kind of movies you like? I don't know. I mean, whatever. But hey, don't worry about it. She's the one. You know, you're the one if you can get lost in a conversation on a first date. Seems pretty fucking easy. Same woman, like, the one thing I love to know about you is, and then she writes, okay, I'll bite. Will you? You're going to bite? Oh, like the fish? Are they biting? Is that what you mean? Okay, I'll bite. Yick. Make me laugh today. Tell me your funniest and most embarrassing story. Okay. Yeah, I shit my pants one time. And I had these box of briefs on. And it wasn't that much, but I knew it was I felt it. And it was warm and some was going down my leg. But I didn't do anything about it. I was like, whatever. It's not that uncomfortable. It was in college, and I was like, whatever. We had a class, it was like an hour long, and I could have said, hey, I'm going to the bathroom or whatever. I just sat in it. And it wasn't that bad. And then when I got to the bathroom, I'm like, I don't even care. I don't even feel it. It almost felt like it went away. And then when I finally got home at the end of the day, I was like, wow. I completely ruined my underwear. It dried up all on my fucking ass. I had to go in the shower. I almost had to power wash my fucking ass because the diarrhea just dried up. How come you're not laughing? Because that's my funniest and most embarrassing story. Why are you making a face like you just drank sour milk? You said you'll bite, so I just told you I shit my pants and I left it in there for the day. Oh, you didn't like that one? Oh, I'm sorry. You said you're going to bite, so yeah, here it is. Here's my story. The same woman goes, we'll get along if you don't send me nudes. Send me x-rays. It's what's inside that counts. Ugh. Is that a fucking line from a Matthew McConaughey, Kate Hudson romantic comedy? Is that from, 10 Things I Can't Do on a Date or whatever the fuck that is? Is that a line from that? Send me x-rays. It's what's inside that counts. I don't know. I don't have any x-rays of my insides. They didn't let me keep them. When I fucking, they took a x-ray of my elbow to see if I fractured or not. They didn't go, yeah, you can keep your x-ray. I don't have an x-ray of what's inside of me. Sorry. I'm not sure how I'm going to get that. I can't just go to a walk-in place, does x-ray. Hey, listen, could you x-ray my whole body? Well, what's going on? You got some kind of symptoms? What's going on? No, just some chick on one of the dating sites wants me to x-ray my insides because she said that's what counts. I don't know what the fuck she's going to, see in there. She's going to date an ugly dude. He's ugly, fat, not her type at all, weighs 400 pounds, smells, just likes to play video games and sit on the couch and eat fucking junk food. She's a health fucking nut. She does yoga, all that shit, eats all natural food, organic. But, the guy's a great guy on the inside. He'll take care of her. He'll do shit. He cares about humanity, everything else. But, I'm not really a type. The guy doesn't want to do anything, sits on the couch, plays video games. Well, she say, why don't we go join the gym together? We could do something together. He's, nah, I'm good, man. I just like playing, Xbox. But he's a great guy on the inside because he will. He takes care of his mom. He got an inheritance, so he'll give him a lot of money to charity. If there's any tragedy going on, he'll give money. So he's a good dude. He'll treat you well even though he doesn't want to do shit. He's not going to be mean to you. He's not going to be a dick. Because what's inside counts, right, honey? Because that's what you said. I don't know why this woman's on this dating site because she's got a really good profile. I mean, guys should be jumping at it because another one, she says, I'm the type of texter who, and she writes, every thought is its own separate text. I apologize in advance. You better apologize. Because a lot of guys like that. Their phone just fucking dinging. Ding, 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 ding. You want to go out to dinner? Question mark. What do you think? You want to go out to dinner? Ding. 3 seconds later, what do you think? Ding. What time are you going to be home from work? Ding. I might be able to get out early if you can get out early. Ding. What are you thinking? Chinese? Ding. Yeah, that's not too annoying. You better apologize in advance. How about I don't give you my number? How about you just email me? I'll just give you my email. That's the relationship we'll be in. You're not getting my fucking phone number. So I got 17 text messages back to back. So I'm just going to give you my email so you can just write me an email and let me know. Hey, you want to go to dinner tonight or you want me to cook? It's going to work out a lot better. I'll shut that shit right down. That sounds like a crazy woman that overanalyzes everything. If every thought is its own separate text, this woman overthinks every situation. Every one. So God forbid she tells you, can you believe what's going on at work? All this shit, you go, yeah, I probably should just leave that job. Why don't you tell your boss that guy's like, staring you down and sexually harassing you and saying shit to you, in your break. Well, no, because I thought, well, I don't want him to get mad at me because, I work with them and, okay, good. So you don't want me to fucking give you any advice. You just want me to listen and go, okay, yeah, great, yeah, it's too bad. I know that sucks. Sorry about that. That's awful. Why don't guys get the hint? Okay, so that's all you needed? All right, good. That's all you needed, right? I apologize in advance. You better. I apologize in advance. I go, look, I like you. Let's see where this goes. But you're not getting my fucking phone number. You get email only. And I apologize in advance. Fucking yuck. Oof. She's bitching about the food at Chuck E. Cheese. That's like going to a whorehouse and complaining about the decor. You can find me on Etsy. I'd rather find you dead in a ditch. Horrific. What the fuck do you need to say that for? #ish. I'm your classic girl next door. If she lived next door to me, I'd fucking move. Teamwork makes the dream work. No, it doesn't. It takes exactly 1 second to get out of your mouth. You're not saving any time. You're not in a rush. Motherfucker. Bro, you good? Ugh. I don't like it. At all. Welcome to the Jim Florentine Everybody is Awful podcast. comedymetalmidgets@gmail.com is the email to send any shit you see out there that might be good for the podcast. Send it my way, please. It helps me out so I don't have to look through this drivel. Join my Patreon. You want 3 extra podcasts a week. I'm also posting brand new telemarketer tracks that are probably going to make the new record that's coming out soon. You can hear a preview of them over there. Go to patreon.com/Jim Florentine for as little as $5 a month. You get 3 extra podcasts a week. It's fucking beautiful. So yeah, check that out if you can. Some tour dates. Come see me live if you can. I'll be in Springfield, New Jersey, June 4th. I got Hartford, Connecticut coming up. Fredericksburg, Virginia, June 16th, I'll be with Don Jameson. June 17th, I'll be in Baltimore, Maryland with Don Jameson. And June 18th, the Landis Theater in Vineland, New Jersey with Don Jameson and Natalie Cuomo. Check out those dates. If you're in the area, come out. June 22nd, I'll be at the Funny Bone, Albany. June 23rd, I'll be in Syracuse at the Funny Bone. And July 2nd, I'll be at the Potawatomi Casino in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, July 2nd. Side split is July 7th through the 9th. In Tampa, Florida, just announced the Laughing Skull Lounge in Atlanta, Georgia. We're doing 1 show on a Thursday night, October 27th, me and Don Jameson. Tickets are on sale now. It's a small room, so get your fucking tickets, is what I'm trying to say. Awful dating sites will be this week's podcast. Just people on there desperate desperate, making a lot of demands. This is what I want. If you can't give it to me, then too bad. All right, well, that's fine. You're going to make your demands. You're not going to settle for less, but you're limiting your options out there by a lot. I said this on the Patreon podcast. I think on Thursday we did dating sites. These crazy women out there that, think Mr. Wonderful's out there after they get divorced after 10, 15 years during their mid-30s, 40s, whatever. The good ones are taken. The man's testosterone goes down and down every year. His low testosterone means he has a low sex drive. That means he's not ruled by his dick anymore and won't do anything because he's thinking with his dick. He's set in his ways. He doesn't need drama in his life. And if you're going to bring a fucking, your kids and fucking, I want to get a blended family. I thought we could blend our families. Go fuck yourself. You think you're going to bring your fucking drama into his life? A guy in his 40s, his late 30s that's been through some shit already? He's like, nah, I'm good. I don't need the aggravation. It ain't going to happen. Rare cases it might. So you better fucking lessen your demands. Stop telling everybody. Stop posting about how fucking active you want to be and how you want to be outside. And every second of the day you want to be doing something. You can never be bored. You can't stand still. You have to do everything possible. Let's do some fucking, let's go on vacations. Every weekend, let's book something else. Let's do something different. Let's try something different. Let's do all these activities because we can't just sit alone and stare at each other. See, the problem is a lot of these marriages, why you got kids and you're busy with your kids as they're growing up and there's a million different activities and sports and all this shit. It keeps you, it keeps you in the marriage because you're like, all right, listen, what am I going to do? I'm fucking, I can't leave my kids right now and shit like that, even though I'm not really that happy in this marriage, but we're busy and we're just running around and we're almost like we're friends at this point. We're running a business of our fucking kids, just making sure, they're raised right. And then when those kids are out of the house, they go away to college and they're done. And then it's just you two. And now you two have to stare at each other like, well, now what? We used to have every fucking second of our day busy with our kids. Now they're out of the house. And now what do? We don't really even like each other. We don't even know each other anymore. And now we have all this free time. And now, when you're with your kids and when you're married, it's a little different. You could just focus on them, whatever, But now it's just you two staring at each other. And, 20 years later in your marriage, you got nothing in common. And there's a lot of resentment from what went on during the marriage and the bitterness. And then you think, okay, I'm going to get divorced. I'm done with this guy, this girl, whatever. And then you're going to go back out there and going to find someone that's fucking amazing. That's going to be, holy shit, there's a whole new life I have. It ain't going to fucking happen. Those people are taken and they're not getting put on the market. It's like a fucking, it's like a sports player, you know what I mean? After 3 years, he's made the Pro Bowl 3 years in a row in football. You think they're going to let him go on the market and someone else going to snap him up? No, they're fucking signing that guy right now. We're going to give you an extension early. You still got 2 years before we have to give you an extension or you're a free agent. We're going to do it now because you're so good, we're not going to let you go. Well, those people are taken out there that are in those relationships. So you're just left with shit. Pretty much. Once in a while, you'll find a fucking gem out there. But you're pretty much, so you can't come in with all your fucking demands and going, I want this, and I don't want to spend 1 second just not active and not doing something. I want to go on vacation after vacation after vacation. Every fucking weekend, we're doing a different activity. We're going fucking sailboating. We're going kayaking. We're going fucking, the amusement park. We're going wine tasting. That guy that's in his 40s like, fuck this. I got my friends. I got people that make me happy in my life. That's all I'm going to hang out with. I don't need this aggravation. Maybe I just want to sleep in on the weekend. Maybe I just want to fucking lay around. Maybe I want to catch up on a TV show that I'm behind on. You know, I got some free time. I just want to lay around. Maybe I'll go meet my friends with some fucking beers later. There's a hockey game on tonight. Yeah, we're going to get together. Instead of you, hey, listen, so at 9 a.m, we're going to go to the fucking vineyard and we're going to go, wine tasting. And then after that, we're going to meet up. We're going to go whitewater rafting. And then on the way home, we're going to go pick fucking blueberries. Yeah, that sounds like a real fun day for a fucking guy. And then women go, there's no good men out there. Yeah, I wonder why. Because no man wants to do that. That day that you planned fucking stinks. That stinks. That's a terrible day for a guy. Yeah, we're going to go wine tasting, then we're going to go fucking whitewater rafting, and on the way home we're going to pick blueberries since it's on the way. Yeah, that's what every guy wants to do. That's what, if you never came into his life, that's what he'd be doing with his friends. Yeah, I'm sure that's what, like, hey, listen, man, this is fun. What do you think about this day that I got planned? Meanwhile, I got my friends coming over. We're going to watch a fucking hockey game. Fucking 5 dudes. Yeah. All right, just bring fucking booze. We'll order food, and we're watching the game. That's it. Oh, no, we're not going to pick blueberries before the fucking game 6 of the Rangers? No, we're going to skip that. Sure you don't want to get a little whitewater rafting in before 7 p.m. when the fucking puck drops? Nah, we're good. Hey, you want to go wine tasting earlier in the day and then we'll come to my house? And no. Why the fuck do you think a guy wants to do that? With low sex drive that doesn't think with his dick anymore. At 18, that fucking guy he'll be there before the fucking, before the white water rafting place even opens. He'll be there at the vineyard before they fucking even open the gates. That's how much he wants to get laid. He's like, I want to get laid, so all right, we'll do whatever we got to do. His late 30s, 40s, he don't give a fuck. And you have to understand that. And don't blame it on everybody. There's no good men out there. There are. But what you're planning is complete shit. You might find a couple of guys that might want to do that shit. Other than that, it stinks. That plan stinks. That's horrible. If I would know, as me would know, it's like, okay, hey, listen, this is what we're going to do on Saturday to some girl. Listen, we're going to go to a record store. I like going to a record store, going through fucking albums, finding some rare shit. I could spend 2 hours in there, right? We're going to go there. And then after that, we're going to watch the San Francisco Giants baseball game. That's on in the afternoon. They're playing the Phillies. We're going to watch that. A fucking 3.5 hour boring baseball game. And then after that, there's a heavy metal fucking cover band that plays Black Sabbath songs playing at some fucking dive bar. So that's the day. I wouldn't even think about asking a woman to do that. That day stinks for a woman, and I understand that. And I go, yeah, right away. Yeah, she ain't going to want to do that. I'm not even going to. Why would I ask her? Why would I drag her to something like that where she doesn't want to be there? She'll go, oh, yeah, I'll go, but she really doesn't. That day stinks for a woman. And your day that you plan stinks too. You want to do that fucking corny shit? Go do it with your girlfriends. When your new man you're dating, is busy maybe with his kids or something. Go do that shit then. He don't want to do it. So stop fucking filling up your profile. We got to plan our vacation. Last week, I want someone that while we're on vacation, we're planning the next vacation while we're still on the same vacation. Yeah, that's what every fucking guy wants to do. He's not even done with the one, and he's already planning a second one somewhere else. Sit back, relax, think about your life. All right, sit alone in your own thoughts. And go, why do I need to fucking constantly be busy? Do I need a distraction in my life? Do I need to be constantly busy? Because if I sit alone in my own thoughts, I realize what a fucking mess I am, that I'm a train wreck, that I fucking made a lot of mistakes in my life. Maybe you should sit back and fucking learn from them and go, hey, I better not do that again. Can't do that. Nope, we got to fill that fucking schedule up. Let's go look at some fucking grapes. Oh, yeah, this is how they make wine. Yeah, great. As I was wondering. Hey, you want to, yeah, well, this soil is special. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Shit grew. Yeah, it's fucking great. That's what it got. Wow, this is pretty fucking cool. To get up fucking early for this. So, just stop with your nonsense. It's okay to say this is what I'd like out of a relationship. But when you're gonna, every picture you're somewhere else, some other city, in some famous fucking picture behind some monument or fucking whatever, some famous statue, some famous building in another country. That's not gonna a guy's not gonna look at that and go, wow, this chick is well-traveled. She's a world traveler. She seems like fun. It's not gonna happen. So fucking just sit and relax and enjoy your relationship. And stop going to fucking pick shit. Shane sent this one in. This woman on her dating site, her interests are writing, yoga, volleyball, gardening, and cooking. All right, whatever. And now this is her profile. I'm a filmmaker, script writer, and author. I have 3 cats, as you could see. So I am looking for a fellow cat lover. Also, I am a non-smoker looking for another non-smoker. I'm into the gym, yoga, college football, art, music, and much more. So every Saturday we can watch college football games. We could start at fucking 9 in the morning. We can even watch them on Friday night. Isn't there some on Thursday nights too? So the whole day we could watch college football because you say you're in them, or maybe you went to a college, maybe you went to Penn State, so you root for Penn State whenever they're on. Oh, Penn State's on? Yeah, okay, well, let's watch them. You'll catch, I don't know how many games they play a year, 10, 12, whatever the fuck they play. You'll catch maybe 5. Are you going to watch Boise State versus Kansas on a Thursday night on ESPN Plus or ESPN 2? Probably not. But that's the way you lure a guy in. Oh, look, this chick likes college football. Perfect. Now, her profile is just a picture of her in that main profile. And then she's got 3 other pictures, and they're all of her different cats. That's her whole profile. 1 picture of her, and then 3 other pictures of her 3 cats. If this chick is a script writer, as she says, she should know not to make cats the fucking lead characters in her dating profile. That's not a good move. No guy's looking at her profile going, she's got, look at this cat, and then look at this one. We really don't need to see every picture, individual pictures of each of your cats, okay? She already says in her profile that she's a cat lover. Okay, we fucking get it. We get it. We know what cats look like. You don't have to show us. Okay, maybe they're special to you, but not to me. A cat looks just like every other fucking cat, pretty much. Okay, I don't know what you want me to do with that. You could have just said, hey, I'm a cat lover. I'm looking for a guy that doesn't mind cats too. You could have just done that. And if you ever come over my house, you're going to have fucking hair all over you. You know what I mean? So just be prepared to have you're wearing a black fucking button down. Just be prepared to leave my house with fucking hair all over you. And when you go in the bathroom, you might want to hold your nose because there's going to be some fucking turds, in the litter box. I cleaned it before you came over, but, my 3 cats had to take another shit. Okay, so when you go in there, kind of hold your nose because they didn't bury them enough. So you're going to see some turds in there. You know, maybe we're fooling around on a couch. You got half an erection. You go, yeah, I got to go to the bathroom. You want to go take a leak real quick? I'm sure that erection might go down when you smell a fresh turd that was just dropped in the litter box. That's what every guy wants. And I leave your house, I got hair all over me. Maybe I want to fucking, I leave there in the morning, I stay over, I want to go get a fucking, some coffee place, get some breakfast, but I'm walking in, I got fucking cat hair all over me. I'm like, fuck, I can't even go, this is embarrassing. I can't even get this shit off me, I got to go straight home. Yeah, that's what every guy wants. I mean, if you think about it, she's already setting herself up to be a lonely cat lady. Okay? Why bother going on a dating site? She's 47 years old, all right? She should just get like another 4 or 5 cats and just commit to being the fucking lonely cat lady. That's it. She also says in her profile that she's a producer. Yeah, okay. Right. Yeah. That's good. You're a producer. So what'd you produce? It sounds like the thing that you got produced most in your life are big smelly bags of dirty fucking kitty litter. Got to get some more cat food. I don't know where the other cat is. That one's weird. Look, if you're into your cats, that's all good and fine. All right, but you don't need to put them in your profile picture. No guy gives a fuck. Just say I'm a cat lover. I'm hoping I can meet a guy that likes cats too. Because if a guy doesn't like cats, yeah, that's going to be a problem in the relationship if she fucking But no need to show your fucking cat pictures. Okay, you're proud of your cats. Nobody else is. Nobody else gives a fuck. But what you can't find a man, and a man's fucking, going on 1 or 2 dates with her, and she's showing pictures of her cats like they're her kids, and then he just blows her off. We'll get together again, and he never does. I don't understand men, they're just assholes. No, maybe it's you. Okay? Maybe a man's not interested in your fucking cats. Okay, I'm sure you're proud of them. Who gives a shit? But other than that, so what? You think that's what a guy's doing, He's back single after fucking 20 years. He's like, man, I'm looking for a woman that's got a lot of cats. I want one that's, I'm looking for, I'm going to join this dating site. Hopefully, I need to find a woman that actually put her cat pictures in her profile, because that means she really likes cats. Because if I can't find that, it's like, I don't know, I like cats. But don't worry, it's going to be, when she's on there for 2 years and she can't take it anymore, and she went on a few dates, and all she's doing is babbling about her fucking cats. And then the guy's like, yeah, we'll get together again, and just fuck that, blows her off. He wants to be nice, doesn't want to go, hey, listen, man, we didn't click. But, don't worry, it's the men are assholes. Yeah, and then he's a jerk either way. She goes, I wish you would have just been honest with me. Okay, after the day, I didn't feel any connection here. I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, you were just going on and on about your cats, and you got to realize, you got to read the room. Okay, I was bored. I wasn't even fucking paying attention. So if he does that, then all of a sudden, he's an asshole. Can you believe he said that? Yeah, well, did you want him to be honest, or did you want him to just blow you off and go, yeah, we'll get together again, and never get together again? Don't worry, you still, if the guy blows you off, you can go, you still got your cats. You go home and tell the cats the whole date story. The guy, he got to the restaurant late, and I hate that. You know how I'm on time, and the cat's like, the fuck you talking about? I don't even care about my own life. Why would I care about yours? Just fucking clean those logs out of that fucking litter box, will you? Okay, so I got some more room to go drop another fucking log. All right, and put some more food in my bowl, and I'm good to go. And I'm going to go hide under the bed because I don't want to even be around you. There's a reason when you come home, you can't find your cats, because they're hiding from you. They're like, good, I got some peace and quiet. I don't have this fucking crazy woman talking to me like I'm a human. That's what they're doing. And then when you come home, they hear the door, the key, and they go door, they're all like, ah, fuck. They all scramble like they're fucking cockroaches. Get under the couch, get under the bed, go hide. That fucking crazy woman is home, and she's going to tell us about her date. That cat doesn't know what you're talking about. Do you understand that? They don't understand what you're talking about. But good for you and your cats. I'm sure it's going to work out fine for you. Keep posting more pictures. Why don't you just post, a couple different shots of each cat? You only posted one of your 3 cats. That's what I'm looking for. I want to see what this woman looks like, different pictures of her in different outfits. But no, just one picture of her in her fucking outfit, whatever she wore in there, and the other 3 pictures of her cats, because that's going to lure me and I didn't even give a fuck about this girl, even though, she's kind of cute. I want to meet her cats. You fucking dummy. This next woman, she posts, Paul sent this in. I'm sober, and rehab was not quite as fun as it looks on TV. But hey, now that I'm happy, healthy, and back on track with my career, I'm a former copywriter turned comedy writer turned product designer. Whoa. There's a lot of things. She was a former copywriter turned comedy writer turned product designer. I figured, why not meet someone new who will ruin my life? And she puts a smiley face. I don't mind that line. I figured, why not meet someone new who will ruin my life? I don't mind that. But then, now, this woman says she's a comedy writer, right? So here's one of her jokes. In the profile, you can write out something I learned way later than I should have. And then you fill in the blank on that. You have a bunch of different options, to fucking fill up your profile. So with her, that's something she learned later than she should have. And she's a comedy writer now. She wrote, apparently Ziggy Stardust is David Bowie. Santa Claus isn't real. The Bible is a novel. I'm gorgeous. Wow. That's pretty, that's a pretty good. That she wrote that one. That's a funny one. She finally figured out that Santa's not real, and Ziggy Stardust was a David Bowie fucking alter ego name. She found that out way too late in life. But that's, look, she's a comedy writer, so she's just letting you know a sample of her work. And then she writes, we'll get along if you like this movie. I won't even mention the movie. It doesn't matter. She goes, because I co-wrote it and produced it. Boom. Boom. What does that mean, boom? Like, yeah. Fucking A? What does that mean? Boom. We'll get along if you like this movie that no one's ever heard of. It's probably some independent film that never got released. She has a couple copies in her fucking garage, and her friends have it. And then she writes, I'm still not over COVID-19. She goes, just kidding. I'm totally over it. I will be able to taste the dumplings we get on our date. Whoa. This chick's pretty fucking funny, man. And one of her profile pictures is her on a bike, riding a bike. But I'm still not over COVID-19 with a question mark. Just kidding. Well, look, at first, I figured she wasn't very funny, but after reading that really good joke, I can't believe she's not further along. I should have heard of her if she's a comedy writer. But, we'll get along if you like that movie that she co-wrote and produced. Boom. It must have been a really successful movie if you're doing product designing now for a living. Yeah, this is like your insurance agent bragging that he had a tryout with the Yankees in 2003. It really doesn't fucking matter in the year 2022, okay? If she does product design for a living, you'd think she'd design a better fucking dating profile. She stinks. I don't mind the line, why not meet somebody new who'll ruin my life? But it is, you could, that's a good out. If things don't work out between you, you go, hey man, yeah, I'm sorry I cheated on you, you caught me, but you said, you wanted somebody who's going to ruin your life. I'm just trying to do what you asked. I was looking at your profile. I'm like, all right, I'll go watch that fucking shitty movie that nobody saw. Yeah, I'll go, yeah, it was good. I can't believe, why wouldn't Netflix put this on? Hulu, this is the Hulu, HBO Max. HBO Max should be showing this movie. Yeah, whatever, yeah. There's a reason they're not. Matt sent this in. He goes, Jim, this man is doing God's work on Tinder. Guy's 30 years old, and he writes, trigger warning, which I hate that, but I understand what he's doing here. He puts in his profile, let me guess, you're 25 with 3 kids, and you've done had your fun. Doesn't make sense. He missing a word there, whatever. And now you don't want to do that anymore. You want a real man to settle down with and take care of you and your kids because you let a loser nut inside of you? I'm 6 foot even. I have my own house, 2 vehicles, and I make over $75,000 a year. What do you bring to the table? If the answer is someone else's kids, then go kick rocks. No man will ever want you. Stop saying you're thick. You're obese. Also, you're not a dog mom, you're a pet owner. It sounds like my profile. It sounds like something I would write. I mean, this guy's just telling him, hey, listen, man, I'm warning you before you read this and get all upset. You're 25 with 3 kids. You want a real man to settle down with and take care of your kids? Because you got some loser, like he said, that came inside of you? And what do you want? What do you bring to the table? He goes, see, if the answer is someone else's kids, that's fucking beautiful. A lot of girls are probably ready to swipe left, like, fuck this guy. What an asshole, until he wrote, I have my own house, 2 vehicles, and make over $75,000 a year. For a woman, that's like a guy reading a chick's profile that goes, look, I love to cook, stay home, and give blowjobs. That's the same thing. What is this? It's on that Bumble dating site, this one. They should hire this guy as a dating profile editor. He could just cut through all the bullshit and make them write their profiles truthfully. That's what he should do. But I bet a lot of women probably get upset reading this, like, this guy, what an asshole. But hey, he started off with a trigger warning, like he's just goofing around going, is that the word? That triggered me. Did it? Did it trigger you? Okay, let's just say you read that profile, and you didn't like what he said. And you were like, what a dick this guy is. Did you get triggered by that? Or did you think about that for for maybe a minute? You go, what a fucking asshole. Why would a guy write that? Like, what woman is going to want to go on a date with them after he's so rude and just putting down women? You can feel a hatred that he has towards women. Like, hey, fuck you. I ain't bringing your shit. Hey, I don't want any part of your fucking life. You already messed it up. I'm here to clean up the mess. Like, that's just so rude. You don't know what happened in that woman's life. Maybe that was a high school sweetheart and they left her and she stuck with the kids and the guy took off and he's missing and he's not paying child support and she has to raise them on her own. This guy doesn't know the whole backstory. So, okay, so even if that thought did go through your mind, that's about a minute and a half. And then you're on to, what? Oh, I just got a Facebook ding because I got alerts coming to my phone. What did my friend just post? Oh, she posted she's going to have drinks with the girls tonight. They're going to go have margaritas. Have fun, ladies. Too bad I can't join you. Next time for sure. Let me go write that comment. And then she's on to something else. Hey, what's going on? What's on Netflix tonight? Let me go watch that series I'm watching. So you had a minute and a half, you got annoyed? Was that your little trigger? Ugh, just fucking terrible. Who sent this in? Tom sent this in. He goes, Jim, sometimes I'm only swiping on this app to find something I could send in. Yeah, I know. Sometimes you do that, right? I appreciate that. You know what? Let me read it first, and then I'll go back to what he wrote because it won't make sense. So, this woman writes, I prefer a meeting over long online conversations, but I'm not against chatting. If you're able to keep my attention, that is. Not searching for a fling. If that's what you're looking for, don't swipe right. If you're looking for a buddy to travel around and spend quality time together, we could give it a try, right? No. That's what I'm looking for, a buddy. I got a buddy, Tony. If I want to go fucking travel around, I'll travel with him. So Tom writes, he goes, if you're able to keep my attention, that is, I bet this girl gives 1 to 2 word answers no matter what you ask her and never asks you anything back. If you think you're so interesting, why don't you keep the conversation going? Exactly. He goes, yes, and this is why I'm here, looking for women who I could travel with and be travel buddies. And then he writes, just to ruin your day even more, I saw a guy in the gym with a t-shirt that said, don't touch my bar. And there was a picture of a bar with blood dripping from it. He goes, your voice creeped into my head. Is it your bar? Is it really? What will happen if I touch it? That's beautiful. Because that's exactly what I say. Don't touch my bar. And a picture of a bar with blood dripping from it. So I guess it means it's like his bar that he's lifting his weights on. That's over at the bench press. Why? Why can't I touch it? It's part of the gym. I could fucking touch it. As soon as you're done with it, I'm going to go over there and work on that machine. So how do I know? Did you bring your fucking, your bar in? Your own personal bar so you can use it and put the weights on it and then bring the bar out of the gym? I don't think so. I think it's the gym's bar and whoever's on the fucking bench press can use it. And when they're done, the next fucking person goes on there. Don't touch my bar. In other words, hey, I work out, okay? Look at my muscles. Do you see my muscles? Because there's a barbell on my fucking shirt. So that means I work out. So can you look at my muscles and say, wow, you work out? Well, yeah, Do you eat clean? Yuck. If anybody that says I eat clean most of the week, get rid of them. Get them out of your life. Seriously, get them out of your life. You don't want that person in your life. Okay, nobody gives a fuck. I didn't ask. Okay, I don't give a shit what you eat. That's not going to affect my day whatsoever. I eat clean most of the week. It's like Sunday's my cheat day, but the rest of the week I eat clean. Do you? You eat clean? Sounds like fun. Sounds like fun. What's your snack? Fucking almonds? I have 9 almonds at like 4 in the afternoon. And then, it's my little snack. So I can have walnuts too. They're fine. As long as they're organic. Ugh. Fucking terrible. But anyway, so the guy with the shirt is basically saying, I work out. Can you notice me? And can you give me a compliment that I have muscles and I'm in shape? And what do I do to stay in shape? Like, what kind of routines do I do? So you can ask me. So I go, yeah, well, I'll tell you because I'm better than you. And that's what I was looking for. I wanted someone to tell me, hey, it looks like you work out. So let me put a shirt on with a barbell dripping of blood and go, don't touch my fucking bar. Because then people are really going to come up and ask me, what gym you go to? Who cares? But back to this woman's profile. Is there any guy on a dating site looking for a buddy? Anybody? We already have buddies, like I said. They're the guys we're looking to get away from occasionally to be with a chick. Okay, we already got, yeah, I want to hang out with my guy friends. I want to fucking try to get laid tonight. So I'm going to hang with her. I feel like having some fucking hanging out with a female tonight. And just that using the word buddy, that's a big problem for me in your profile, okay? If you start dating someone, you know, it should be somebody you want to fuck like 5 times a day, not throw a football in the backyard with. That's what a buddy does. Hey, you want to go have a catch? But this woman just wants to let you know that I'm not against chatting if you're able to keep my attention, that is. Okay, what do I got to do to keep your attention? Do I have to juggle while we're talking? Maybe if I throw things at your fucking head during the conversation, you won't start to daydream? Is that what I got to do? I got to be able to keep your attention at all times, so every conversation has to be super interesting. So the pressure of just not sending, hey man, I hear the weekend's supposed to be pretty, rain all weekend. That's what it's looking like later in the week. I can't even say that just to fucking blurt something stupid out like that. Because I know that probably won't keep your attention because it's only Monday and you don't give a shit about the weekend yet. You're not even thinking about it, but I just threw that out there because I looked at the weather. Sorry that I couldn't keep your attention on that one. I'll try harder next time. But she's looking for someone to spend quality time with. So all the time you spend with this woman has to be quality time. Like she could never just be satisfied just hanging out watching TV sometime. Nope. She's got to be fucking entertained the whole time together. I need quality time. This isn't quality time watching fucking, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood again. We already watched this movie. It sounds like this chick's got like ADD. You got to just keep jumping through fucking hoops just to keep her happy. I got to entertain her. You know what I mean? She needs to be entertained. What can I do now? Can I do a fucking dance for you? What do you need? Paul sent this one, and this woman put in a profile just a picture of her. She's got her hair back in a fucking bun. She took a picture of herself in the bathroom. Looks like in a public bathroom, yeah. She's wearing like a button-down shirt, open up with like a t-shirt underneath. And she writes, we'll get along if you pay attention to detail and like to wash my car. That's what this woman puts in her profile. We'll get along if you pay attention to detail and like to wash my car. Yeah, I pay attention to detail. And one detail I noticed is I'm not fucking washing your car, okay? I'm not doing that. You want to go fucking do it? There's 17 car washes in your town alone. There's car washes everywhere. After you pump gas, you can go fucking wash your car. You could wait for the rain and let it fucking wash your car. I'm not going to go on the driveway when I can go down a mile down the road and pay $9.95 to get your fucking car washed, and they wipe it down and everything. Okay? I'm not going to stand in your driveway. Yeah, let me go get a fucking bucket. Where's a hose? Let me hook the hose up. You got a couple sponges? Yeah, let me get some soap. Yeah, I'm going to soap down your car, and then I'm going to wipe it down. That's what I want to do. I'm looking for a chick that I can meet so I can wash her car. But yeah, no, I mean, she's in her bathroom with her hair tied back, wearing like I said, a sloppy, oversized denim shirt. That's a real turn on. Why would anyone post a picture of themselves in a lady's bathroom on their dating profile? Is she trying to say that she likes getting pissed on? Is that like a subtle hint? I don't know. But that's the only picture she posted on her profile, is her in a ladies' room. Because look, there's nothing hotter than a picture of a chick standing where she just took a massive shit 2 minutes ago. Welcome to Jim Florentine, Everybody is Awful podcast. If you're in the New Jersey Shore area, if you go to this restaurant called Al Ponte, Alponte, it's in Neptune, New Jersey. It's a great, fine Italian establishment. Mention the Everybody is Awful podcast and you will get a free margarita or pizza. It's a good place. Yeah, check it out if you can. If you're in Neptune, New Jersey, Al Ponte. There you go. New Terrorizing Telemarketers album will be out Friday, September 19th. There'll be a pre-order soon. First single will be coming out. A couple animation things. If you guys are into the prank calls, they're not for everyone. I totally understand. But for the people that like them, they like them. For the people that don't. And you know what? Who gives a shit? I'll be coming to Detroit finally after probably fucking 4 years in December. This place called the House of Comedy, December 8th through the 10th. Tickets are not on sale yet, but I will be coming to Detroit. I think in LA in September, the LA area, I might be doing some shows. So we'll see. Who the fuck knows? But anyway, August 25th, I'll be at the B-Side Comedy Club, Scarsdale, New York, with Don Jameson. September 24th, Tiff's, Morris Plains, New Jersey. I'll be in Kenosha, Wisconsin, Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. Come back to Nashville, Halloween weekend. Laughing Skull Lounge, Atlanta, Georgia, October 27th. One show at Thursday night. Get your tickets. It will sell out. That's it. I don't fucking know. ComedyMetalMidgets@gmail.com is the email. Please send anything you see. That might be good for the podcast. Send them that way. And join my Patreon. You guys are missing out. $5 a month. You get 3 extra podcasts a week. You want more of this nonsense, this dumb shit that I spew? And you can get 3 more a week. $5 a month. There you go. I'm watching The Terminal List on Amazon Prime. It's really good. I got 2 episodes left. We'll see. If you guys can recommend any other shows out there that might be good, I don't feel like looking for them. But yeah, let me know. I can't get into Ozark. I tried. I mean, I liked the first season. Loved it. Then about halfway through the second season, it lost me and I never went back. Then I heard season 3 was great. I guess season 4 was good too. I don't know. Now I got to start from the beginning because I forget what the fuck happened. I know they were in the mountains and they were washing money or some shit and it was a strip club. That's all I remember. But I don't know, maybe. Who knows? All right, let's get on with the podcast. I'm just babbling. Awful dating sites will be this week's podcast. You know, if you're single and you're going to go on one of these dating sites and you figure maybe I'll meet somebody there, you really should get someone from the opposite sex to help you set it up. If you're a dude and you're trying to set it up and you're going to put some stupid shit in there, You need a female friend. They go, no, don't put that in there. No girl's going to like that. Some girl's going to think that's stupid. They're going to think you're arrogant, you're a douchebag, you're a weirdo. So, and the same thing for a woman. Get a guy friend to go, no, don't put that there. Don't write that. No guy's going to think that's funny. No guy's going to find that interesting. No guy's going to go, oh, man, I got to try to match with this girl. You really should talk to somebody before you put this shit in there because it's just stupid. You know, a guy can't expect a girl, like if he's holding a fish in his profile, and it's like every girl's going to go, oh, my God, I got to fucking hang with this guy. You know, I like hunting season, sports, and, going fishing. Yeah, I get that that's your hobbies, and that's what you like to do, and maybe it is good that you put it out there in the beginning. They go, hey, I just want to let a chick know this is what I like, and I'm going to still do it. I understand that, but it's going to be tough for a girl to go, yeah, this fucking guy. Every weekend he's want to go hunting, and, when it's hunting season, he's going to want to go fishing with his friends. You think I want to get up at fucking 5 a.m. and be on a boat and put fucking slimy bait on a hook and wait to see if I catch something? And then when I catch it, either bring it home and cook it or go throw it back. Sit in the middle of a fucking, some water somewhere in a boat just sitting there. I don't know. That doesn't seem appealing to most women. That guy's better off alone. It's funny how, he won't get up that early, for his girlfriend or for his wife at like 5 a.m. or 4:30. He's got to get up, to go get there early fishing. He won't do that for her if she wants to do something. But for him, oh, absolutely. So get someone, one of your girl or your guy friends, to really go over it before you post this shit. The girls, we don't think you're cool because you're going to eat our French fries off our plate. You're not going to order them, but you're going to eat them off of our plate. Nobody's going to go, wow. This is my soulmate. She's going to eat my fries off the plate? Whoa. She won't order them. You can't live without tacos and fucking pizza. Come on. You're smarter than that. You really don't have to put that you like drinking wine in your profile. Everybody knows that most women like wine, and it's really not a deal breaker in a relationship if a chick drinks wine or not. So you really don't you could leave that one out. Maybe you want to put like what kind of TV shows or movies you like. That's more relatable to someone else. Go, okay, cool. Me and my ex didn't have anything in common when it came to watching TV shows or movies, which sucks because you really want someone we'd find something eventually, but like if you could find, like if you're in the horror movies and you could find a chick that's in the horror movies, that'd be perfect. There's so many out there in these B and C movies, horror movies and shit like that, if you're into that. But try getting like a regular girl to find, some B horror movie that no one's ever heard of to sit through that shit. It's going to be a problem. There was a movie called Once Were Warriors. I highly recommend it. I think someone that listens to the podcast watched it recently. It came out in 1994. It's a New Zealand movie. It's fucking brutal to watch. But after that movie, you're like, holy shit. It's one of my favorite movies. And I remember 2 different times watching with 2 different women. I told, hey, we should watch this movie. It's great. And there's one scene that's so fucking horrific about 3/4 of the way from the movie. And I remember my ex just turned to me and she goes, and why would you think I would like this movie? Just like that. And then by the end, 20 minutes later, she's like, wow, Wow, that was powerful, that movie. But I just remember her yelling. I go, just hang in there. Hang in there. You'll see. It all makes sense at the end. It all wraps up nice. But Once for Warriors is a fucking great one. But it's tough to sit through. And if you got, someone that's, likes romantic comedies or just funny, goofy shit and doesn't like dark dramas, then they won't like it. But it's fucking beautiful. I think I'm going to watch it again today. But back to the dating sites. Listen, it's probably just better to just get off them and just find someone the old school way. Run into them, go at the fucking, you see them in the supermarket, you bump in, hey, how you doing? Hey, zh. The local bar or something like that. Because nobody wants to meet up. Everybody matches and then you never meet up with anyone. That's always the complaint I get. From people like, I just, every time I match with someone, we start chatting and then they just disappear. They just blow me off. There's so many times when people just like, I think they just need that like fucking adrenaline rush. Oh yeah, someone liked my picture. Look, this chick liked me. She wants to match with me, and you get that little adrenaline and then like, she's all right. I don't know. You pick it apart, look at the pictures. Yeah, fuck that. I got what I wanted. Some chick thought I was good looking. She fucking wanted to match with me and talk with me. I'm good. And then you move on. But here we go. Andy, I know he lives in New Jersey, comes to my shows when I come out. He's funny, man. He sends me a lot of good shit. He's on there constantly. He knows what will set me off. And I love that. I love having, like, my friend is Jim Norton, and I used to be roommates with him and stuff, and I knew what set him off, so I would just, egg him on. I'm good at egging people on. And then people that listen to the podcast know that it's going to fucking annoy me. So they're good at egging me. I love fucking egging people on. No, it's not that bad. Come on. And it's pretty good, And no, it's not. Why? And just letting them fucking go off. So he sends a lot of shit. And he sent this one. He goes, Jim, she doesn't want men to get butthurt if she stops asking questions, and her favorite line is, you idiot. And she has a mass picture with a really weird-looking hat. So this woman's 36 years old. She goes, cigarette smokers, socially and occasionally, swipe left. That means I want nothing to do with you. I'm a dog mom. Ugh. Homeowner. 8 tattoos and counting. Why would anyone give a fuck how many tattoos you have? Why would anyone care? Why is that even an issue? Everybody's got tattoos now. Does it really fucking matter? Does it like, hey, I see this girl's got a little tattoo on her fucking shoulder. I wonder how many more she has. Maybe save that question if you meet up. You really don't have to put that on your profile. 8 tattoos and counting. What does that mean? You're going to get more? Is that what that means? We know. We know once you get 1, you want to get 2, you want to get 3. That's good that you put in there because I was guessing 7. That's what I'm sure every guy's, looking at your picture. Yeah, this chick's hot. She's my type. I wonder how many tattoos she has. Let me see if she wrote it in her profile. This is a woman that fucking makes sure she puts in every detail when she tells you a story. If she's going to put that in there, she continues. She works full-time in a hospital, and she's going back to school. Whoa. And then she goes, if I'm the only one asking questions, don't get butthurt when I stop. Butthurt. Ugh. So if I'm the only one asking questions, don't get butthurt when I stop. Okay. Well, maybe, just maybe, he's not asking questions because you won't fucking stop talking. He'd probably love it if you stopped asking a question for a minute and let him talk. How annoying is that? So where did you grow up? So what about your family? And then where does your sister live? And then so you grew up, and then when did you move? And then did you finish high school? Doesn't matter. You're going to like me better that I switched high schools halfway through after sophomore year? Does it really fucking make a difference? Are you going to like me more because I have some family down in Fort Lauderdale? Some cousins? Are you going to like me less because I've never been to your state of North Dakota? Oh, you really got to go visit there someday. Yeah, eventually. Yeah. Oh, my God, it's great. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Sure, it's fucking great. I'm a dog mom. Yeah, good. If you're on a date with her, you should definitely ask her, if it was hard having a dog come out of her pussy. Because you said you're a dog mom, and the only way you could be a mom is if fucking something comes out of your snatch. So how'd that dog come out? Was it a whole puppy trail, or was it just one? Now she continues in here. She's going to ask a lot of questions, and says the worst job she ever had was in an amusement park, in the gift shop at an amusement park. Like anyone gives a fuck. Like, if you could say, if it was some really bad job where everyone can relate, oh my God, I was the mop woman in a peep booth. I had to mop up guys' cum when they would jerk off in a peep booth, then that's a fucking interesting worst job. But your worst job was a gift shop at an amusement park? How bad could that job have been? You're standing there just selling some bullshit souvenirs to people. Yeah, try working a construction job or any job, that's harder than using a fucking cash register. Try putting the roof on in the summer. But you're standing there, they're buying fucking souvenirs in an amusement park. Yeah, that's a tough job. Oof. And then she writes, a song that, she writes in her profile, a song that always gets me on the dance floor is any song, Please Ask Me to Dance. No. Hey, you want to dance? Nope. So this chick, you go anywhere with her. A lot of guys don't want to dance. It's painful for them. They'd rather not. Just know if there's live music anywhere, she's going to ask you to dance. And if you don't, she's going to be annoyed. She's like, come on, you're no fun. But what if I don't like it? That means I'm not fun because I don't like to dance? Because I don't know how to dance? I just don't want to be out there? And to me, it's not fun? It's more painful? So then you go, well, let's pick up another woman tonight and have a threesome. Absolutely not. Okay, well, you're no fun. You're no fun. To me, that's fun. For you to go fucking, on a dance floor, you hear some new Drake song, you want to go on a dance floor. I don't feel like doing it. That's not fun to me. Please ask me to dance. You sure? Because you're a dog mom. I don't want your dog to get jealous. And then, of course, in another profile picture, she's got her mask on. She wants to let everyone know, hey, I take this serious. I wear my mask. Do you know what's going on out there? Yeah, we do. I just want to let you know that I wear my mask because listen, if you're going to be on a dating site, you really could take your mask off. Everybody knows when they needed to wear a mask, when they don't. Okay, just because you're wearing one doesn't make you a better person. I know you're trying to let everyone know, hey, I don't think this thing is a fucking hoax. It's real. Okay, we get it. We know why you're doing it. We know why you're doing it. And then there's one other picture here. There's a Christmas time picture of her wearing a pajama bottoms with candy canes on them and one of those dumb, ugly Christmas sweaters and a Santa hat. I guess that's, she's trying to show her sense of humor. One look at this picture is enough to make somebody convert to Judaism. It really is. Yeah, I'm good. I'm going to pull out my different bad Christmas sweater. You know me. I got to wear my bad Christmas sweater every year. I got a new one. I want one. I wonder what's her name? Fanny? I wonder what Aunt Fanny's going to wear this year. She always has a crazy one. Ugh. So you walk in that room at that Christmas party, and everyone goes, oh my God, that one's bad. Holy shit, where'd you get that? Yep, I got, there's a place I always find them online. We got to get a picture with you with the bad sweater again so I can post it. Great. Just keep posting your whole fucking life. God forbid you miss a day. I'm sure everybody's going to miss. Everyone's going to go, what is going on? What is going there? They might be missing. They haven't posted on Instagram in like 2 days. I better do a wellness check on them. I better go knock on their door. They're not documenting everything in their life. Something must be wrong. I just haven't heard from you. You're not telling everybody what you're doing. Who gives a fuck what you're doing? Why would anyone care? You really think people care? You know what I mean? I gotta put this out there. I'm here. Let me go post this. Hi, I'm at brunch. Yeah, good for you. I'm having my mimosas. What a meal. I'm stuffed. But it's my cheat day. Ugh. Fucking brutal. Vinny from Brooklyn sent this one in. The girl's pretty hot. And she just got a picture of herself. And in her profile, she writes, now, I guess she wants to show off her sense of humor. She writes, no UPS workers. I'm tired of the male ego. And then male is spelled M-A-I-L. You get it? Because UPS really doesn't deliver mail. They deliver more like packages and boxes. So this doesn't really, if you break it down, doesn't make too much sense. But she just wants to let you know that she's a hot chick and she's funny. And she could post that because she is a hot chick. And every guy's going to laugh at her. She's had that her whole life. Everybody laughs at her stupid jokes. So you really can't blame her for knowing how bad the joke sucks. There's only one problem with this picture, though. Like, in the picture, she's holding a cat up, and it's covering, like, one side of her face. So she could be like the Phantom of the Opera, with, like, half her face all fucked up for all we know. Oh, well. I guess that's what doggy style's for, She must think she's the funniest person ever because every guy laughs at her jokes. It's weird because it doesn't work like in a comedy club setting, especially if the female comic's really hot and the guy is there with his girlfriend or his wife. If he's laughing too much, the girlfriend or wife might get jealous. Because right away, like, what, you want to fuck her? Oh, she's talking dirty sex up there, dirty sex jokes, and you think that's funny? Oh, so you're saying that I'm a prude because I don't do what she's saying she does, even though she probably doesn't. She's just making it up for the stage. So you got all of that going on. Then this next woman's profile, she writes, I know I found the one when I could trust him to be in total control over any situation and feel confident with him leading us. What are you looking for, a fucking general? So basically you don't want to do anything. You just want him to take control of everything. And she continues, I'm looking for don't worry, I'll take care of it. I made us reservations. Be dressed by 8. I'm picking you up. What? Is that really such a turn on for a woman that a guy just will take control and goes, hey, listen, it's Friday. You both get off work at 5. You're not sure what you're going to do. And then he goes, hey, I made reservations for 8 o'clock. Get dressed. I'm picking you up. And you don't even know where you're going. Is that really a fucking turn on? Well, because they put some thought into it? Instead of her going, hey, you want to go to this restaurant tonight? A couple of my friends from work are going to be there. Yeah, let's go there. Is that, so that doesn't, because you came up with the idea? But if he comes up with the idea, he says, hey, listen, I'm picking you up at 8. I made reservations. Get ready. That's a turn on for you? Like, holy shit, he took charge. I don't know where we're going, but it's exciting. I don't know, you're going to go to a place and they're going to put fucking food on the table and you're going to eat it. You're going to look at a menu. You're going to walk in, you're going to be seated. You might have dessert, you might have a drink. You're going to leave a tip and then you're going to fucking leave. That's exciting to you? That's all a guy has to do. If he just puts some effort in, he is. Sometimes the effort from a man is just going, hey, listen, whatever, what do you want to do? And he's like, yeah, I'll do what she wants to do. I want to make her happy. So then you make the decision. But if she makes the decision, she takes it like, he doesn't care. Why do I always have to do it? Because the guy's thinking, listen, man, it doesn't have to be about me. If this is what you really like to do on a Friday night, let's go do it. If that makes you happy, that's fine. I could fucking sit there and deal with it. It's for a few hours, not a big deal. But of course, the woman's going to take it the wrong way. Like, well, I always have to make up suggestions. Who cares? Why the fuck does it matter who does? Right away, you hear something like that, you're in a relationship, get the fuck out. Get out. It's not going to get any better. That's not the person you want to spend the rest of your life with. You see a couple that's married or a couple that's been married a long time, they get along great, or a couple that's been together a long time, they're amazing. None of that shit happens in that relationship. None of it. They just kind of work together, and if it's his, then his idea, fine. If it's her idea, fine. None of that bullshit. But this one wants to be, oh my God, if some man just, goes, I made us reservations, be dressed by 8, I'm picking you up. Wow. This is exciting. If that's what excites you, I don't know where we're going, but this sounds fun. If some guy goes, hey, I got 2 plane tickets, I'm picking you up, pack a bag, we're going away for the weekend. Where? Don't worry, just, all right. It's a little fucking corny. It's kind of like a fucking, I'm sure some dumb romantic comedy they did that in. Matthew McConaughey took fucking Jennifer Lopez somewhere on a second date like that. So that's where they got that idea. But I could see something like that, but I made us reservations, be dressed by 8, I'm picking you up. If you break it down, you're just going to get something to eat. That's it. And it's a place you might have been to a bunch of times before. Oh, this place? Because God forbid it's the same place that they've been to like 3 times. It's a Friday night. You could barely get a reservation anyway. He finally got in. He's like, all right, we'll go back to that sushi place because every other place is packed and there's an hour wait. I don't wait a fucking hour, 8 o'clock. And she's all excited. Oh, my God, I don't know where we're going. And then you go into the sushi place that you were at last Saturday because she said it was amazing. It's like the best sushi she's had in a while, but it's only 6 days later. She doesn't want to eat that again. And she's back at the same place. So now, he picks her up. She's all excited. Oh, my God, this is so exciting. Where are we going? Yeah, we're going to the fucking, the sushi place that we were at last week. Oh. Okay. Why, is that good? Yeah. No, that's fine. Yeah, I wasn't sure, Yeah, well, that was the only place I can get a reservation at. It's Friday night. It was a last minute thing. Every other place, like an hour and a half wait. They don't take reservations. You got to sit there and fucking wait. So I just didn't want us to, eat at fucking 9 o'clock. I know it's kind of late to begin with. But this place, they always... It's never that busy on a Friday, so I figured we go there. Yeah, no, yeah, okay, sure. Meanwhile, she's like, oh my God, I really thought he was going to whisk me away to some place that I'd never been to. Even though we live in this small town and there's only 6 places to go, I thought he was going to come up with some magical place. I don't know where. And then it's a letdown. Oh my God, I got all excited and we're going back to that place. Who gives a fuck? Does that mean anything? It's just another fucking meal. That's all it is. It's another Friday night. It's another time you went out and you got a fucking meal at some restaurant. That's it. All right, next. This woman puts in her profile, she seems a little bossy. Oh, you're not allowed to say bossy anymore, right? Because that means like you're a bitch. If you're a woman and you're bossy, that means you're a bitch, right? So, and women, there's a stereotype that women are bitches. So didn't like Beyonce or something like that cause a problem, like the bossy thing or something? So you can't, if a woman's in a bad mood and she's nasty, which, at times most are, including guys that could just be dicks in a bad mood, but you're not allowed to call them a bitch, and then you can't say you're bossy because bossy basically means a bitch. Okay. But I just fucking said it. And this woman's 42 years old, and she wants to let you know, I'm not your backup plan. I will not be anyone's halftime, downtime, or spare time, and definitely not a sometimes. So don't waste my time. I am already crazy. No weirdos, please. Just looking for new friends. Ugh. A lot of demands there. A lot of demands. Now, she's, when the third line in a woman's profile is, I am already crazy, you pretty much know what you're getting. Some guy will fall for her, though. She already wrote, I'm already crazy. But some guy will fall for it and then realize down the road when he's fully invested in her that she's fucking nuts. He's like, God damn. They're like, well, she put that in her profile. But I don't understand the logic here. She's right. She goes, I'm not your backup plan. I will not be anyone's halftime, downtime, or spare time, and definitely not a sometimes. Isn't everybody you start dating a sometimes or a spare time at the beginning? Like 99% of the time, you don't start seeing that person every night or talk to them about moving in together after the first date. So it sounds like this kind of chick is that you go out with once and she's demanding to know where you are every night. If you're not calling her, if you're not with her, she's texting 50 times a day. That's what this one seems like. She says she's just looking for new friends, but... So she's looking for friends, but she won't be anybody's spare time or sometimes. Isn't that what a friend is? Somebody you hang out with sometimes. You don't spend every day with your fucking friend. Especially when you're 42 years old like this chick is. You know, maybe you go to a concert or you go to a game together. You hang out occasionally on the weekend. So basically this chick doesn't know what the fuck she wants. But she's not going to be a part-time or a spare time. But I'm crazy. You know, one of her profile pictures, she's wearing like a hooded sweatshirt over her head with a baseball cap pulled down over her eyes. Why would anyone put a picture in their dating profile that makes them look like the fucking Unabomber? That's what she looks like. And another picture she got, and you could see a little of her apartment. It's a mess. There's boxes and shit all over the place. Did she even bother to glance at those pictures before she posted them? But she wants to, you know, she added in her profile, no weirdos, please. Does she really have to put that in there? It's like a mainstream dating site. I don't know which one it is, Bumble or whatever. It's implied that you're not looking for a weirdo. Like if a guy can only come by like getting jerked off by somebody's feet, he's going to look for a date on a site called like footfetish.com. He's not going on Bumble. So you got nothing to worry about. But you're crazy, but you're not looking to, you know. Well, you got to realize you're crazy, so people probably don't want to hang out with you all the time. So some guy's going to go, look, I can only take so much of her. She drains me, so I'll hang out with her once in a while. She's going to have to be fucking spare time, part-time, because she's too much. Imagine how many times a day she's going to text you or call you and bug the shit out of you. Imagine that. I always go back to my parents and I just think about that generation, how they made it work without all this communication. My dad was a fucking accountant at this big, you know, firm, had a lot on his plate, was very busy. I can't picture my mom calling him at like 1 PM and going, hey, how you doing? What's up? Yeah. Your wife's on the phone, his secretary. Yeah, what's going on? Everything? Hi, everything good? Something happened to one of the kids? No, I just, I just called to say hi. What? Yeah, I was just, you know, I just wanted to say hi. How's your day going? It's not over yet. Okay, yeah, I was just, I don't know, I was just, you know, I'm going to be home in 4 hours. The fuck you want? Is this a joke? I was just letting you know I'm thinking about you. Yeah, well, I'm sure you are. We're married. We got 7 kids together. We got a pretty good fucking marriage. When I have some spare time, when I'm not crunching numbers, I think about you too. And I tell you that when I get home. And sometimes I surprise you with some fucking flowers or roses. Or I'll just bring you home a gift for no reason. So that means I was thinking about you too. But I'm in the middle of something. I'm sorry, I was just, okay, bye. My dad's got to sit at his desk like, what the fuck is going on? Does she need to be on medication? That's what we're doing. That's what everybody's doing. Your wife goes to work, you want to send her a text in the morning, hope you have a great day. I'll see you later, looking forward to fucking having dinner with you tonight. You know, that's fine. Nice message to start the day off. How many times we got to fucking check in? How many? Nothing drives me more crazy than when a flight lands. It finally just lands on the runway, and sometimes it'll still take like 5-10 minutes to get to the gate so you can get off the plane. And you got these motherfuckers on their phone. Hi, just landed. Yeah, the flight was good. Yeah. I still have to get my bag. So, yeah, I'm at baggage. So, I don't know when. I guess, should I text you when I get the bag? We already know that. You already figured that out before. That person's picking you up at the airport. They already know that, they got a flight tracker. They can look when the fucking flight's coming. It just landed. Everyone can fucking look at it on their phone. That's what people do when they pick somebody up from the airport. They don't just, if the flight's landed at 10 p.m., they don't just go, okay, I'm going to be there at 10 without checking with you or checking online and make sure the plane's fucking on time. Okay? You don't have to make that call as soon as the fucking wheels hit the ground. Hi, just landed. Yeah, the flight was good. Was it good? Why was it good? Because it didn't fucking crash? I got to go to bag. I got to get my bag. We're taxiing right now. Ugh. Completely, 100% unnecessary. Unnecessary for that fucking phone call. You know what you do? You worked it out before. Hey, I'll text you as soon as I land because someone might be 15 minutes away or they're around the corner in a fucking cell phone lot so they can hang and wait for someone to come in. So they go, just text me when you land because then they know once they land, by the time they get outside, it's going to be like 10, 15 minutes. You want to send that text as soon as it just landed. That's it. Save that fucking conversation for the car. How was your flight? It was the same as every other fucking flight. The same exact flight. The same exact thing happened. I sat in a seat, was yelled at by the fucking flight attendants. They're treating me like I'm retarded. This is how you put your seatbelt in. You click it, and then you unclick it. Fucking drives me insane. But that woman, I'm already crazy. I'd have a feeling that she would be calling as soon as the plane just landed. How was your flight? Ray sent this in. This woman's 35 years old. She wants to brag a little about herself, I think, here. She goes, I have a master's, and I am working on a PhD. Don't rematch me, please. Not even to apologize. I don't care. I promise. I unmatch after 72 hours. I'm not being prioritized. No to feisty men. And she goes, I reserve the right to say no to law enforcement, vegans, and musicians. My preference is 30 plus, taller than me, much taller is best. You don't say how tall you are, so how the fuck do we know? You have to be smart. You have to be funny. You have to like to travel. You like to go out. For your information, I don't see myself having children. I don't degrade anyone else's values, and I don't expect mine to be. Character is important. And her interest, now she's pretty, for a woman, she likes restaurants and dining. She likes to go out and get something to eat. So does my 11-year-old son. She likes bike tours. Ooh. She likes reading and writing. She likes hiking. She likes this woman likes vacations. Let me look at this again, because I must have misread this. There's no way this woman, her interest is vacation, and also she likes watching TV and movies. What? Could this be true? Another profile picture, she's got those fucking dumb cat ears on. And then she has this whole thing. What is hardballing? This is in her profile. She goes, hardballing is a term to explain when you tell someone all of your expectations up front before you even go on a first date. That way you don't waste your time and can weed out anyone who may not be as serious about a relationship as you are. Wow. Wow. I'm just going through her profile here. These dumb pictures. She's got one with a mask on. She takes the virus seriously. She's very responsible. She's 35 years old, and she's got one of those, dumb cat filters, cat ears or whatever, the cat filters. Should a 35-year-old woman who's working on a PhD really have a picture of herself with a cat nose and cat ears? What's the PhD in? Fucking immaturity? And she wants to let you know that I unmatch with anyone that I match with. After 72 hours, I'm not being prioritized. So if you don't get in touch with her within 3 days. So in other words, if you're not constantly paying attention to me, I'll fucking dump you. But she says no to feisty men. What does that mean? Why is feisty like a bad thing? Like, the definition of feisty is like lively, determined, courageous. That sounds like a good thing, especially for a woman. You want to travel, right? He's determined, he's lively, he wants to live life, he's courageous. Yeah, let's go take chances, let's go do this, let's do that. But she likes vacations, but she don't want a feisty guy. And she also says, I reserve the right to say no to law enforcement, vegans, and musicians. And then puts a laughing face next to it. So does that mean she's joking? Or is she serious? Because she put the laughing face, so supposedly that's supposed to be a joke, right? You think somebody with a master's degree would know how to fucking communicate better. But she wants to let you know she's really smart. She reads, she writes, but she's 35 years old and she put fucking cat ears and a cat nose on. She's a dunce. Fucking yuck. Oof. She's bitching about the food at Chuck E. Cheese. That's like going to a whorehouse and complaining about the decor. You can find me on Etsy. I'd rather find you dead in a ditch. Horrific. What the fuck do you need to say that for? Hashtag ish. I'm your classic girl next door. If she lived next door to me, I'd fucking move. Teamwork makes the dream work. No, it doesn't. It takes exactly 1 second to get out of your mouth. You're not saving any time. You're not in a rush. Motherfucker. Bro, you good? Ugh. I don't like it. At all. Welcome to the Jim Florentine Everybody is Awful podcast. If you see anything that might be good for the podcast, comedymetalmidgets@gmail.com is the email address. Sign up for my Patreon if you want 3 more episodes a week for as little as $5 a month. You get one Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Go to patreon.com/Jim Florentine. All the old episodes are up there, so there's like a fucking year of this nonsense that I spew up there for you to catch up on. $5 a month. I just joined that fucking Peacock shit for $5 a month. Because I wanted to watch that Casey Anthony documentary, which I'm like halfway through. It's fascinating. What a fucking liar she is. She's fucking hot, though. There's something about her. She's got those big tits. She's still, she's 36 now. I guess she was like 21 or 22 when that shit went down, but what a fucking liar. But she's hot. What a mess. Just fucking blaming it on her dad. It was her dad's fault. Her dad used to rape her. The brother would sexually assault her too. Blame the fucking, if you guys know anything about the case,
she got knocked up, with the baby, and then she said it was this guy that she was dating. It was his baby. She knew it wasn't, but she just strung that guy along. He's at the hospital and the baby's born. He's holding the baby. Then he gets a paternity test to find out he's not the father. And then she said she got raped at a party. Somebody put something in a drink like everybody does. They always go to that one. I had a couple drinks. Next thing you know, I think somebody put something in my drink, and I woke up and I felt sexually assaulted, and I don't even know who did it, but I kept the baby. I don't know who raped me. I never reported it either because I didn't think they were going to believe me. Okay. I mean, just nuts. I'm fascinated by fucking people like that. Just that she told the cops that she worked at Disney World on the human resources, and they go, really? And they checked. Said she's been working there for 2 or 3 years, and then they find out she's not. They go, hey, we're going to drive you to your job, and she's like, okay. And she walks in the building that she said she hasn't worked there for like 2 years, and she's they bring her there, and she walks in and she starts waving to people. And people are looking like, what the fuck, man? Hi, like, who is this woman? Just waving. She's pretending she knows everybody. And they go, okay, just take me to your desk where you work. And she just keeps walking around different fucking, down different hallways, and gets to an end where it's just a dead end of the hallway. And she's like, yeah, I don't work here anymore. I mean, how fucking insane is that? I don't want to ruin it. It's a spoiler alert. Anyway, if you didn't see it, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, all right, dude, just move on. But anyway, it's just insane. Look, the girl was fucking 21 years old. She wanted to party. The baby was getting in the way. She wanted to go out with her friends and drink and be a kid, and go out and have fun. And this baby was holding her down, and she had responsibilities, and she hated it. That she was also jealous to mom, that the baby had a connection to her mom, and she hated her mom, or was jealous of her mom and jealous of that connection, even though she wasn't connected to the baby because she didn't give a shit about the baby, but she didn't want the mom being connected to it, so she did all this shit. It's fucking fascinating. But anyway, I didn't even know how I got on this subject. Peacock. Who the fuck knows what's on there? As soon as I'm done when I'm canceling, I don't need another fucking streaming service. I've had enough. But anyway, yes, $5 a month, go to Patreon. Upcoming tour dates next year, 2023, Side Splitters, Wesley Chapel, Florida, January 12th through the 14th. I'll be in Asbury Park, New Jersey at Beer Garden, January 19th. The Comedy Connection, Providence, Rhode Island, January 27th, 28th. Hyenas Comedy Club in Dallas, Texas, February 3rd and 4th. I'll be at the Scranton Comedy Club, Scranton, Pennsylvania, February 11th. February 17, 18, Bananas Comedy Club, Rutherford, New Jersey. Marco Island, Florida, March 10th at the Arts Center Theater. And I'll be in St. Louis at the Funny Bone, March 16th through 18th. All dates are up on my website, jimflorentine.com. All right. I think we'll do awful dating sites this week. Desperate people out there putting just nonsense in their dating profiles, trying to be funny, same hacky fucking things. Looking at other profiles, I'll put pizza, I'll put wine, I like to travel. Same bullshit. A lot of women are sarcastic. They just want to let you know that they're going to be, passive aggressive, but they're going to pass it off as sarcastic. To put you down, and then if you get offended by it or get a little hurt, they go, oh, it's just joking. Wow. God, though you had a sense of humor, obviously not. So that's their little way of, no, I'm just sarcastic. So in other words, I'm a bitch, but I'm going to disguise it. And if you call me out on it, I'm going to, come on. I'm just joking around. Wow, you can't take a joke? Whoa, all right. All right, I'll remember that. That whole shit. We know what you're doing. All right, I don't know what your fucking anger is towards men. Maybe you hate your dad, you're taking it out on us, whatever it is, but we don't fucking want it. There are some men out there who will take it. They like to be abused by their women. They like to just fucking, be controlled by them. They need a mommy. Go find one of them. Good luck. But they're out there, that's for sure. By the way, Gary from Florida, I tried to get him on the podcast, but he was like, I don't fucking feel like doing it. But he's doing good. He's still the same, still looks exactly the same. I hung out with him last week down in Florida, if you remember him from the old podcast. He's still with the same girl. It's like 9 years now, something like that. He's still drinking. He's still funny. He's still crude. He was backstage at the comedy club telling how he likes to go down on women and what he does. He was making us all laugh. He's just a fucking slob. I just wish I could have got him on the podcast, but I understand. He's like, dude, I got nothing left, man. What, you know? So anyway, that's the update on him. But he has completely the fucking same person. Just loud, obnoxious. It's fucking great. Anyway, Elizabeth sent this in. You know, a lot of people like to post their personal stuff on social media. Like shit you probably shouldn't. Maybe you could tell your best friend through a text. Not this woman. And as you notice is a lie. You know, half of it. She made up some of it. But anyway, she goes, so yesterday I excelled in the WOM department. Now, I looked that up. Does it word of mouth department? I think that's what it means. It could be women over men department, too. I couldn't figure out what the fuck it was. But I don't know how old you are, but just write it out, whatever the fuck it is. So yesterday I excelled in the WOM department. I started my period. Now, this is on Facebook. I know, too much information, but we've all been there, and it's part of the movement, or part of the moment. Is it really part of the moment? I mean, you could probably leave that moment out. So if you go, hey, I just took a shit, the log was actually sticking out of the water. You know, hey, I know it's too much information, but it's part of the moment. Like how to get the plunger because it wouldn't go down. That's part of the moment too? How come you should put that in there too? But she wants to let you know, we've all been there. I haven't been there. I haven't got my period yet. I'm still waiting. Maybe I'm pregnant. You know? I mean, there's a theory out there that men can get pregnant, so maybe I am. Maybe I should check. Maybe I should take a pregnancy test. Who the fuck knows? But she continues, anyway, it was a bad day. I was so tired and really crampy all day, because that's what everybody likes to know. She's got a period, she's really tired, and she's got a lot of cramps. I had a lazy day, like stayed in pajamas, no bra kind of day. I washed, didn't fold, 3 loads of laundry, made dinner, called it good. Like I said, I excelled at WOM. It must be women over men, right? I guess. But she wants to let you know that she stayed in her pajamas all day with no bra on. But she washed, but she didn't fold. She had to put that in there, that she didn't fold. 3 loads of laundry. She made dinner and then called it good. She goes, this morning, some of my kids were checking on me, asking how I was feeling. I told them much better and was going to pull myself together and get ready today. And my son very sweetly said, yeah, and maybe wear a bra today? 3 smiley faces. Poor guy. I can confirm I pulled myself together today and the girls are secured. Smiley face. So your son said maybe wear a bra today. Yeah. And she wants to let everyone know that she confirmed that she pulled herself together and the girls are secured. What the fuck does that mean? What about the son? He's not secured? You know, she couldn't just say she laid around all day in her pajamas because it was lazy and she felt crampy and, you know, she had her period and it was a heavy flow. That wasn't enough. She had to go, look, I just want to let you know, I did do some laundry. I did 3 loads. I didn't fold it, but I did 3 loads. Because I wonder if people are going, when she goes, I did 3 loads of laundry. You know, she didn't put in there if she folded it or not. You know, why she leave that important piece of information out? And then she cooked. She did that too. So I'm not a complete lazy piece of shit. I did some stuff. She made dinner and then she called it good. Like I said, excelled at WOM. Could you imagine, like, this is where we're at, where a woman's make a big, long post. It obviously isn't true at the end. The son didn't say put a bra on, you know. And she's telling you how she's got a fucking heavy flow period and she's got cramps and she's just laying around. It's a good one. That's good. That's really, I'm sure you're going to, you know, I'm sure that guy that might be interested in having sex with you really loves to read about that. Thanks. This is great. One real quick before we get to the dating site. So, I don't know his name. Anyway, he's a fan of the podcast, so someone posted a fucking stupid Facebook game, right? He goes, I spoke my mind on one of these dumb Facebook games, and the woman came back at him. He went in the comment section, because this woman wrote, I'm dying, and she put like a smiley face, like laughing really hard with the mouth open, because that means it's really, really funny. You know, just a regular laugh or the smiley face, that's not enough. So she's got to, you know, she's got to overemphasize how fucking funny, how much she's dying. I'm dying with that fucking smiley face with the mouth open. That's a really, really funny one. She goes, spell your name, but for each letter, press the first word that comes up in your predictive text. I think we covered this one before, but so everybody's doing their stupid shit with their dumb comments, and then I guess it's Dave. Dave writes, need an ambulance? I don't know what the fuck that means. There must be something in here. But anyway, and then the woman that started the game goes, no. And then Dave writes, so why say you're, okay, got it. So she goes, no. And then Dave goes, so why say you're dying? Because that was her post, she's dying. And she goes, oh my God, it's one of those copy-paste posts. It's a figure of speech. And then he writes, OM, because she put OM. It's one of those copy-paste. So he goes, OM, question mark, at the end of the day, TBH. And she's like, what? And then she goes, look, I don't have a clue who you are, but all I got to say is if you have issues with me and my Facebook posts, why the hell are you stalking my Facebook? I am a very happily married woman, so take your creepy ass somewhere else. Have a nice day. And then Dave goes, hey, sorry, but that was creepy. I'm pretty much gay for such reasons. I study human behavior and search for all the posts of this weird Facebook game. It's cringe. Just scientifically documenting things, M-lady. Whatever the fuck that means. And then she goes, okay, congratulations. I'm happy for you. Now leave myself and my Facebook alone. What I do with my Facebook is none of your concern, so please dismiss yourself. And then she writes in her husband's name, like in the next post, like, help me. And then he writes, here's a cute cat with icing on its face in return for upsetting you. Sorry, I just learned about this weird game on the Jim Florentine podcast. He's hilarious. And then he put a link to my podcast. And then she's like, go away. And then he writes, oh, one more thing, and I wish you happy holidays. Your wonderful post made the subject of this podcast because it's so incredible. Oh, and because that's the one I talked about last week. Dumb Facebook games and other nonsense. And then all of a sudden, her husband joins in. She's like, dude, get a life, goddamn. Just leave me alone. He goes, I'm just playing your game, y'all, at the end of the day. And then all of a sudden, the husband writes in her account, "Hey, David, leave my wife alone, okay? This is her husband." And then Dave writes back, "Yeah, okay there, pal. I'm just playing the game. What in the world? Don't flatter yourself as well. Good grief. I choose to be single because people act very strangely, such as what you're doing." And then he puts another link to my podcast. Is that fucking great? Stay off my Facebook page. Leave me alone. Fucking beautiful. Anyway, these people should be called out. All right? It's just stupid. You're not dying. Do you need an ambulance? What are you talking about? You said you're dying. It's a figure of speech. Then don't use it then. Then you're not really dying. You're not really laughing that fucking hard. None of that. All right. Back to these dating sites. You know, there's a lot of people on there. You know, the women, you know, what they do to get single, right? And then all of a sudden they go, all right, my friend used to be on one of these dating sites, so she's going to help me set up a profile. And she's like, I don't even know what to write. And they sit there. She goes, well, look at everybody else's. They write that they like wine and they like to travel and pizza and what's, you know, you be funny too, because you want the guy to think you have a sense of humor. We don't. We don't need you. Just put exactly what you want in a profile. I'm a man and I know what other men are looking for. You don't have to try to be funny in your fucking profile. When we meet you and we hang with you, then we'll decide. Maybe a guy doesn't want a funny woman. He doesn't want her fucking, you know, but she has to put her, you know, the way to my heart is French fries. Is it really? It's fucking French fries? Is some guy going to go, oh, this fucking chick is funny. Holy shit. She's got to be a comedian. She has to be. To put that in there, that the way to her heart is French fries? Come on, that's some good shit. Not one guy ever in a million years would laugh at that. Just knowing that, you putting that in their profile, just know that, because we know what you're trying to do. Yeah, I got a sense. That's fine if you got a sense of humor. You don't have to put it in your fucking, you know, you want to throw a quick joke in there or something like that. Be creative. But everyone writes the same thing, you know, you're fucking fascinated by pizza. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know. That's the only one thing I get too excited about, pizza. Yeah, okay, so good. We're going to go to dinner one night. Go, hey, listen. Instead of waiting for a table and make a reservation, it's going to be packed on a Saturday night. Let's just go to the pizza place. They got a few tables in there. We'll get a couple slices, so we won't be in a crowded area and have to wait 45 minutes for our food. We'll go right up to the counter. Yeah, can we get 4 plain slices and a couple of fucking Diet Cokes? And we'll sit in their little dining room and just have a couple of pizzas on a Saturday night. What? Watch the face she makes. Watch the face she makes, if that's your suggestion. So it doesn't seem like you get way too excited for pizza, because you'd be excited by that idea, wouldn't you? I know it's a Saturday night. I know, and all the other friends are going out and they made reservations, or they're doing all this shit. Maybe they're down, they went to a casino for the night and they're staying over, or this couple went upstate and they're going to fucking hang out for a weekend. You know, and then you guys, hey, let's go to the fucking local pizza place, because there's not going to be a line. We'll get one, you know, there's 4 tables in there. We could definitely sit at a table, and we'll get pizza and a Diet Coke. What, you don't like that? Why not? I mean, that's what you put in your profile, because when I said, well, this chick must be pretty cool. If she's, you know, way too excited about pizza, she's going to have no problem eating it whenever. I'm not saying 2 or 3 times a day, but she's going to have no problem at all. I mean, I actually, you know, instead of going, hey, let's go to a kind of a nice restaurant, she likes pizza so much, according to her profile, we're just going to go to fucking Anthony's Coal Fire Pizza. I don't know. I just have a feeling that it's you're making that shit up. Now, Andy sent this in. Andy sends a lot in with these profiles. It's great. He's like, Jim, she loves her dog more than her kids. Actually, I thought you'd hate that, although since I don't really like kids and I like animals, I like it. She likes music, talking, and laughing with good company. Wow. Nobody likes doing that. I'm shocked. She also guarantees she's funny. I wouldn't bet on it. So this woman, of course, takes a picture with her dog. And, she's a she-her, so you know what that means. She can't just, we already know. I mean, I could see your cleavage. You got tits. I have, you're a female on here, so you don't really have to put a she-her in there. And this is about me. She's going to explain what she's about. Mother of 2 young adults. Likes to go out, but loves to stay in. Whoa. You mean, wait a minute. You like to go out, but love to stay in. Now that's a weird one. So you go out sometime, but you also stay in sometime. I mean, it's kind of crazy. Because most people I know are either out all the time and never come back to their home or stay shut in their home 24 hours a day. I mean, if you think about it, this chick is pretty unique. Being out sometimes and being at home sometimes. Wow. I mean, it's good that she put that in there because that sometimes she likes to go out, but then other times she likes to stay home. She could do both. Now, she also enjoys listening to music. No fucking way. She likes to listen to music. That also is pretty unique. I mean, she likes to go out and also stay in, and she likes to listen to music. I mean, even though, millions of people go to concerts every year, every fucking car in America has got a radio in it. You got fucking, Apple Music, Spotify, whatever the fuck you listen to, I mean, if you think about it, her enjoys listening to music really sets her apart from the rest of the pack. I'm like, this chick likes music. She enjoys it. Man, she's really unique. Now, she also, so she enjoys listening to music, talking, and laughing with good company. She likes talking. Now, have you ever met someone that likes to talk? And she likes laughing with good company. I mean, it's, that is still pretty unusual that she likes to talk and laugh with good company because most people only like talking and laughing with people they hate. So this woman likes to do it with good company. So in other words, she likes to go out with friends and family, people that she's close to, and talk and laugh. Because they're good company. She's known them for a while. So she wants to let you know, that's what I like doing. Man. This woman. Now, she also writes, I'm totally a dog person. And then she writes, shh, I love my dog more than my kids. Why'd you have to put shh? Like, imagine if I was with my friends and I'm reading this profile out loud. I'm going through it. Yeah, this one, let me see this one. Totally a dog person. And then shh. And then I'm like, and my friend's like, what'd you say? Nah, nothing. I mean, this woman that I don't know, I can't blurt that out. That she wrote, I love my dog more than my kids. So I'm supposed to shh, be quiet. I love my dog more than my kids. Shh. Okay. I mean, I won't say it out loud, but I read it, so I know it. I hope her kids never see her fucking dating profile. It's bad enough seeing your mom trying to get fucked, because that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to get fucked. But it's a lot worse to see that she likes, the fucking dog more than you. Yeah, that's not going to kill the kid's confidence. Someone's going to find the mom's profile. Look at your mom's on this dating site. She's looking for some dick. Oh, by the way, she likes the dog more than you. Now, she also continues. She likes the dog. I like my dog more than my kids. And she also writes, I guarantee you that, and she fills in, I am funny. She's going to guarantee us that she's funny. It'd almost be worth going on a date with her just to rate every funny thing she says. Because that's what I would do. Yeah, that one was a 3. That was the joke. I give that a 2. All right, that one's like a 0.5. Then I give her like a comedy report card at the end of the day. Yeah, overall, your fucking 13 jokes worked out to a 2.8 on a scale of 1 to 10 in funniness. That's a woman that tries way too hard to be funny. Just fucking, look, because she said she likes to talk. So, she just keeps babbling until she gets a laugh. So she keeps talking and talking, and then if you don't respond, you didn't get that? Oh my God. Oh, I guess you don't know anything about pop culture. Okay, well, I'll explain it. You don't have to. You don't have to. Even if you explain it, I'm not going to go, oh, okay, because that's a new rapper, and they got a song, and then you made it, oh, okay, ha, 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 ha. Yeah, now it's worth it. You just had to explain it for like 2 minutes. You never heard that song on the radio? No. You had to hear it. There's no way you didn't hear that. They play it everywhere. Why don't I hang out everywhere? Oh my God, you've never heard that song. I gotta look it up and play it on my phone. Tell me you haven't heard. No, I don't need to hear it. I really don't. Keep telling me how much you like your dog more than your kids. Because you sound like a fucking great mom. Shh. Don't say that out loud. Oh, I forgot it was in your profile. To be quiet when you say that. I would love to fucking go over a house, meet her kids for the first time. Hey, I don't know if you noticed, but I printed out your mom's profile here. Take a look at this. She likes the fucking dog more than you guys, so you might want to start looking for a new mom. You might want to start hanging out at dad's house more than mom's. But she guarantees she's funny. I guarantee you that I am funny. That's a big fucking guarantee. That's a bigger guarantee than Joe Namath guaranteed the Jets are going to win the Super Bowl. They were underdog by like 16 and a half points. So there's no fucking way. And they won. And that was like a huge, all these years later, it's like, holy shit, that fucking guy came through. This woman's going to guarantee you she's funny. And just know that if you don't laugh at her shit, it's you. You don't have a sense of humor. It's all on you. It's not her. It's you. Probably like 1 out of every 5 things she says is funny. She keeps just fucking pounding away with her stupid jokes. And then like one hits. And you laugh at that. That's what she does. Not a good average with your fucking dumb jokes at all. But shh. I like my dog more than my kids. Yeah, because your kids are sick of you. They don't want to listen to you anymore. They figured you out. You're a fucking pain in the ass. You're a problem. Okay, that's what it is. And now you know your dog will kiss your ass. Your dog will do whatever you want. You could completely control your dog. Your dog doesn't, take anything personally. Some stupid shit you say, being a dumb mom and a bad mom and being mean to your kids and being cranky around them all the time. But the dog will listen. So that's why you like the dog more, because you can't control your kids anymore. Now that you're divorced and they're at dad's house, they're getting more dad's personality. And dad's letting them just be kids. Hey, what do you want to do? Yeah, let's fucking do that then. Instead of the mom, when they're there, overanalyzing everything, oh, I can't leave the dog home. We can't go, out for 6 hours. Who's going to walk the dog? I got no one. So let's just stay here. Don't worry, I'll make some fucking, frozen pizzas, pizza bagels, and we'll pop some popcorn. And we'll watch a movie. Meanwhile, fucking dad's going, yeah, let's go to Top Golf. Is that what you want to fucking do? Let's go. Yeah, why not? Dad, can I order the fucking nachos? Yeah, order whatever the fuck you want. I know, but Mom would never let us. Yeah, well, too bad. Mom's not here. Mom's home fucking getting her pussy licked by her dog because she's so into the dog. So yeah, have the nachos. Don't worry about it. You're fucking 12 years old. You'll work them off. Have a little fun. Go hit a fucking golf ball. And she knows she's losing them to the dad. She knows it. Because dad's fun. And she hates that. She'll probably text him, you're supposed to be their father, not their friend. because they just rave about when they were at Dad's house and it was so much fun. And he let them do this, and they had friends over, and he takes them everywhere. Yeah, whatever you want. Yeah, let's go do this. Why not? And that drives her nuts. So that's why, no, you know what? Fuck you. I like my dog better. I can control my dog. I can't control my kids anymore because I'm a fucking control freak, and I'm also very, very funny. I'll guarantee that. Oof. Yeah, the only guarantee is you're going to be single for a long time unless you find some fucking pussy whip guy that's going to deal with your bullshit. That's it. Yeah, have fun. But don't worry, I know you enjoy listening to music. That's great. What a fucking catch you are. Imagine you telling your guy friends, yeah, I met this chick, man. Yeah, I'm starting to like her. It's our third date. Really? Yeah. What do you like about her? I mean, she likes to listen to music. I mean, I put like the fucking classic rock station on, on my Spotify. We're in a car and we're driving, and she fucking knows every song and she sings them. I mean, pretty fucking cool, man. This chick likes music. She's got a dog that she's into, because not a lot of people are really into their dogs. I mean, and she's going to guarantee me she's funny. I mean, the first 2 dates, she hasn't said anything that's funny at all, but she's going to guarantee me. So it's coming. It's just not yet, though. But she's going to be funny one of these times. And do you know that she likes to talk and be around good company? I mean, I'm going to marry this chick. As soon as I hear her first joke come out of her mouth, I think the third date, she's going to be funny. This next one, this woman's 41 years old, and she writes, just a single Pringle looking for her dip. And then she put a fucking smiley face there, because I guess that's the punchline. That's supposed to be funny. She's just being funny there. And if you didn't get it, let me put the smiley face, the laugh track. Remember I said that, the smiley faces are the laugh track in those corny sitcoms when they tell you to laugh, because we're too stupid to know when to laugh. So they put the laugh track in there. So that's, the smiley faces have replaced the laugh track on social media. That's you laugh. Come on, laugh, just because she wrote just a single Pringle looking for her dip. So then she puts a smiley face. She goes, but seriously, wait a minute, you weren't serious there? Are you telling me that was supposed to be funny? Just a single Pringle looking for her dip? And then you say, but seriously, okay. All right, because at first I was like, is this chick just going to be funny? Like, is this chick just going to try to be funny the whole time? Because I can't get past this first sentence. I keep reading it over and over again. It's so fucking funny. But she continues, but seriously, I'm excited to meet a caring and loving man that's ready to be in a healthy relationship. I would describe myself as caring, loyal, and fun. I'm looking for someone who is kind, responsible, and will kill all the spiders for me. Oh, there she goes with the joke again. She didn't put a smiley face at the end. This is fine. Like, up to the Pringle thing is horrific. But she goes, hey, I'm excited to meet a caring and loving man that's ready to be in a healthy relationship. I describe myself as caring, loyal, and fun. Okay, fine. That's all you have to put in there. But then she has to end it with, like, let me throw another joke in there, because the Pringle joke was really funny. I'm just a single Pringle looking for her dip. I mean, I've eaten Pringles before. I never use dip. Maybe like regular potato chips, but Pringles really don't need a dip in them, and they're really fragile. So if you try to put it in some fucking dip, it's going to break. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Single and Pringle fucking rhymes. So I guess that's what you did, and you put your dip in there because it's technically a potato chip. But she's looking for someone who's going to be kind, responsible, and will kill all the spiders for me. All of them. And she wants to let you know that her favorite time of the day is night. Like, I'm I'm always interested in what the favorite time of the day is when I meet a chick. The best thing I could do is the best thing I could cook is pizza. Okay. And then she puts in her profile. Now there's another picture of her, posing in front of a cake that she must have made. And then she writes, teach me how to, and then she puts in Dougie. I had to look up what fucking Dougie is, and it's a dumb hip-hop dance move. I don't think anyone's going to teach her how to Dougie. I really don't. Oh, this chick I'm going to teach her how to Dougie. Somebody should teach her to stop fucking posting dumb shit on her profile. That'd be nice. Now, she lists her profession as a chef in her profile also, but she also says the best thing she could cook is pizza. So, pizza is the easiest thing to cook, right? You put some sauce and cheese on the dough, then you throw it in the oven. It's almost impossible to fuck it up. That's like listing your career as an author, like, yeah, I'm an author, and then saying your favorite book is fucking like Green Eggs and Ham. But she's a chef, and she knows how to make pizza. And, the spider thing, I'm looking for someone who is kind, responsible, and will kill all spiders. You might want to fucking date an exterminator then, okay? I don't think you need a fucking boyfriend. How many spiders do you have in your house that you have to request that a guy has to kill them? Seriously. Is there spiders all over the place? What if the guy's working that night? What if you're on a second date? You only had 2 dates with the guy and you're still feeling like, yeah, let's get together next week. And then, 2 days later, hey, there's a spider in my bedroom. Can you come over and kill it? He's like, no. I told you I'm fucking busy. We're going to get together next week. But I'm looking for a man that will kill all the spiders. Yeah, well, if I'm there and there's a spider there, I'll fucking kill it. That's pretty funny, though. She's pretty funny about single Pringle, looking for a dip. She wants someone to teach her to fucking Dougie. Oof. That's what a guy does. That's what a guy wants to do. Meet some chick. Yeah, I'm going to teach you some fucking corny dance. So if we ever go to a wedding together, we're going to know what we're doing. Let's rehearse it, because that DJ is going to put the Dougie on, don't you think? Oh, I wish I was still DJing like I did back in the day. Someone come up, hey man, can you play the Dougie? Fuck no. Fuck no. Get out of here. Get out of here now. Oh, come on, man. Everybody's going to know what it is. No one's going to know what it is. You do. No one else is going to know what the fucking Dougie is. Yeah, do you have the Dougie? Nope. I don't even know what that is. No, I don't. Just go back to your fucking table. Go back to the open bar. Come on, I want to dance. Ugh. Fucking brutal. I want someone to teach me the Dougie. How about you find someone that's going to teach you how to cook? You're a chef, and the only thing you can cook is fucking pizza. You sound like you stink. I think I'm a better fucking cook than you, and I stink. This next woman, she's pretty hot. She's 38 years old. Now, this woman in her profile loves to travel, she writes. She likes to stay active. She's not a foodie. She's a big foodie. She's spontaneous until a good binge comes on. Looking forward to seeing where our next big adventure takes us. How exhausting is this chick? You got to fucking keep her fucking active at all times. Look, she loves to travel. She stays active. She's a big foodie, so she likes to try different meals in different restaurants all over the place. She can't just be content at eating at the same restaurant. She's got to try different places all the time. She's very spontaneous until a good binge comes on. So maybe some new Netflix series. All right, I'll sit tight, and I could sit for a few hours. But she's looking forward to seeing where our next big adventure takes us. How fucking exhausting. How expensive is this chick going to be to date? You got to fucking take her everywhere. She's traveling. Let's stay active. Let's get up at 7 a.m. and go fucking hike some stupid mountain. You know, what's our next big adventure? What else is in this town? Let's find a brochure by the fucking hotel desk. Is there anything we could do? Is there any tourist attractions around here? We like to explore the town. I don't want to explore the town. Let's go get some fucking breakfast. Let's find a local coffee shop, maybe a local fucking breakfast place instead of some stupid chain. Have some breakfast. And then we'll fucking figure out what we're going to do the rest of the day. That's it. How about that? Whenever you get up, you get up. Whenever whenever we get ready, we'll get ready. There's no set schedule. Not this woman. She's fucking active. And her interests are snowboarding, cooking, wine, and pizza. There's another fucking chick that likes wine, and she also likes pizza. Now, this chick is spontaneous. You know, she's I'm a foodie. A big one. So big that she likes pizza. A simple fucking meal. And she likes wine. She also likes to cook. And she likes to snowboard. And now, this is very revealing about her. The quickest way to her heart is, and you know what she wrote? Tacos. She's 38 years old, right? She can't get enough of pizza and tacos. You think that's... But meanwhile, she loves to travel, spontaneous, I'm active, I want to do all the shit, what's our next big adventure? But take her to fucking, take her to fucking Sedona, Arizona, right? One of those spiritual places, you go hiking there and you feel these fucking vibes there, but don't worry about it. We're going to have some tacos and pizza along the way. Imagine you're driving out there, you're flying to Phoenix, you got to drive 2 hours to Sedona, Arizona. Like, hey, listen, halfway through, you're driving through the fucking desert. Hey, there's a Taco Bell up there in 2.5 miles. You want to grab some tacos real quick before we hit Sedona? I really don't want to eat at Taco Bell. Yeah, well, you said you like tacos. That was the way to your heart. She also wrote in her profile that she'll never shut up about her puppy. Really? Never? And her third grade teacher described her as always giggling. Always giggling. Now, she said she's never going to shut up about her puppy. That's okay, because I'll never be listening when you talk about your fucking puppy. Okay, so no guy will. Oh, my puppy, I love it. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Look how cute he is. Yeah, he is. Oh, my God, he's so awesome. Yeah, I'm sure he is. Are you done? No, I'm not done yet. Come on, we're going to be spontaneous. For someone that won't shut up about a puppy, she loves to travel and be spontaneous and be active and do all the shit. I mean, she's not taking the puppy with her, so I guess she doesn't, won't shut up about the puppy, but she'll leave the puppy for 3 or 4 days to go snowboarding in fucking Colorado with the new guy, But she won't shut up about the puppy the whole time. As you're snowboarding and you're both in the fucking going down the hill, she's still going to, oh my God, my puppy, I love him. I'm going to get him neutered. What do you think? I don't know. Watch out for that tree, cunt.